enter the big leagues.
To be honest, when you look at the trajectory of the past and look at what he was trying to do from there, this one we're not just analyzing, this one we're participating.
Time to defend the flag.
Strategic play on a global board.
Gamers assemble.
It's official. We're good to go.
The Esports Nations Cup brings national pride into competitive gaming. Now players have an opportunity to represent their countries on the global stage, featuring many titles like PUBG Mobile, EAFC, MLBB, chess, and so many other games. And Nigeria is in. I'm proud to announce that we are the Nigeria's national team partners for the ENC, building the pathway from grassroots gamers to the world stage, from our community centers to the world gaming leagues. This is our country. This is Nigeria.
Esports is ready.
Nigeria is ready.
Nigeria
to the world. From gamers to champions, Nigeria answers the call.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria. For Nigeria.
For Nigeria. For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria, Esports Nations Cup 2026.
Nigeria is ready.
So tell us, what are you building?
Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm one of the co-founders at Wager. Let me tell you a story about my friend Daniel. He is probably one of the best gamers that I know at my game hub, and only those at the game hub actually know about this. Not you watching me. Another critical problem for Daniel is that he has never been able to monetize his gaming skills. And that is the same story for tens of millions of gamers out there. And this is why we built Wager. Gaming shouldn't just bring us together, but actually make us millionaires. Ready to start earning from gaming? Welcome to the new economy where gaming now pays. Join millions of gamers today at wager.co.
Represent Nigeria. Say less.
It's time.
Hold on, chat. It's Esports Nations Cup. We're going international. Looks like Nigeria just entered the big leagues.
To be honest, when you look at the trajectory of the past and look at what he was trying to do from there, this one we're not just analyzing, this one we're participating.
Time to defend the flag.
Strategic play on a global board.
Gamers assemble.
It's official. We're good to go.
The Esport Nations Cup brings national pride into competitive gaming. Now players have an opportunity to represent their countries on the global stage, featuring many titles like PUBG Mobile, EAFC, MLBB, chess, and so many other games. And Nigeria is in. I'm proud to announce that we are the Nigeria's national team partners for the ENC, building a pathway from grassroots gamers to the world stage, from our community centers to the world gaming leagues. This is our country. This is Nigeria.
Hade Sports is ready.
Nigeria is ready.
Nigeria to the world. From gamers to champions. Nigeria answers the call.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria. For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria.
For Nigeria, Esports Nations Cup 2026.
Nigeria is ready.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lagos, Nigeria. We're live for National Esoccer League, Elite League. We're into week 4. We're getting closer and closer to the ultimate prize. My name is Slimon, and it's been a joy guiding you through everything that's been happening. If you've been following, you know how crazy things have been already. And with how crazy it has been, I can't do this alone. I've always been joined by my brother, and I'm doing this one, Money, the finest from Nigeria. Money. We've had a splendid last couple of weeks already.
Yeah.
But, I mean, fresh in our memory still yesterday after all of the events that went down yesterday. Have you been able to recover from that chaos that was yesterday?
Recover is always the key word because every single day we come here, we know there's something new. And the interesting thing is not today we started feeling this way. We saw it in the Pro Leagues, we saw it in the Challengers Cup, and we also saw it in last year's Elite Division. Every single game day gives every single one of us an opportunity to have a different glance, a different outlook on what we call the beautiful game FC26 or whatever FC we are playing in that moment. But for me, yesterday was a whirlwind. I tell you, yesterday we did unveil the masked man, KK. Essentially, we saw for the very first time KK abandon every form of control and start creating chaos. Usually, it's Tactical who enjoys chaotic moments, but yesterday, with the mask on, I saw him outside earlier today, and I was like, I hope he brought the mask because we need to see the masked man again and again. The assassin himself. It was a different ballgame, 7-6, 7-6, similar scoreline across 2 tough games. I tell you, it was very, very interesting for me.
Yeah, so just like that, people's stories did change. Some were disappointing. Some showed that, indeed, they are championship competitors. Speaking of championship competitors, Guru has certainly put himself in that mix. Look, it's not all said and done for Faruk yet. If he had won yesterday against Guru, maybe we might be closing the chapter on that one. But he makes things interesting after that all-important draw. But this is how the leaderboard looks like after yesterday's actions. At the top of the table, still not lost any game here, but there has been a little bit of a chink in the armor after dropping points to Guru. That makes it 8 games played, 7 wins on 22 points. Mitchell, after those 11 games, will have 22 points on the board as well. And for Guru, those 10 games played with 22 is as impressive as ever for his debut in the Elite Division. Baji Jr., we still haven't seen Baji Jr. after week 3. This is his rest week. We'll see him next week for the action. So if you're hoping to see Baji Jr. action today, well, unfortunately, it is his rest week. We'll see him later next week. Tactical as well, 17 points. He was impressive yesterday against Killerfreak. Can he keep on the Ramathon? Speaking of Killerfreak, mixed bag yesterday, 1 win, 1 loss with 15 points. His hopes of top 4 are very, very slim. Emmanuel and I will certainly be having a deep dive about that. Whilst Kingnonex, the champion of the Pro Leagues, currently, he's feeling the heat of definitely how the Elite Leagues are going.
Well, that is how the first half of the table looks like. But if you're looking into the second half, there's still a whole lot of action going on. KK and Adefola, and I don't know if you're going to add Wolevation in the mix, but with 3 games left, I believe it's someone that we can add into the mix. A whole lot of battle is like one spot. Adefola and KK all looking for that number 8 spot. Of course, it is the top 8 that will be staying in the Elite Leagues, while the rest of the ladder will be relegating back to the Pro Leagues. KK on 13 points, Adefola on 12 points, Wolevation on 7 points after 9, 10, and 9 games played respectively. Mr. Oga is on 6 points after 9 games played, only 2 wins and 7 losses, no draws yet. Anife has 1 draw, one draw, 1 win, and that's on 4 points, while Dada Boy closes the chapter at the table with 4 points after 11 games played.
But that's the rundown on how everything went and how it translates into the table. So you look across the table, you find out the guys have played 9 games, 10 games, 11 games as we're heading closer and closer to drawing curtains of what has been an excellent National Esoccer Elite League. But for today, this is the agenda for you. Look, we called yesterday one of the more entertaining days that we've had. I think today might top it because I'm looking across the fixtures. Heat everywhere. We'll be starting the day off with yesterday's Heat player. In fact, maybe the hottest player yesterday, the Abuja player, Guru, facing off against Killerfreak. Can he come up with another defensive masterclass? We're finding out soon enough. KK versus Kingnonex should be a fun one as well. We are getting a repeat of the final day matchup in the Pro Leagues. That should be excellent. Faruk versus Tactical. That's another big game to look out for. Mr. Oga Wolevation should also be quite interesting.
I agree with you when you meant today is going to be interesting. I feel like today is going to be the battle of the top 8. After today, we possibly might have an outlook on the guys who are going to be making that top 4. Don't forget, immediately after this one, we're going to be having an Abuja versus Lagos boys showdown. Top 4 Lagos boys versus Abuja boys also. Adefola and Killerfreak will be making battle on stream here today. Anife and Wolevation. For Anife, it seems like the season is over. It is mathematically over for him. It's now confirmed that he'll be going back to the Pro Leagues. But he will still be here for pride, for glory. While Faruk and Kingnonex will be showing us a great spectacle. KK will have an opportunity to make inroads into that top 8 conversations when he faces up a Mr. Oga who, as it stands, it seems like mathematically he's out of contention for the top 8. So that's how the second half of today would look like.
I mean, if you're listening closely and you were listening to what Manny was saying, there were some sections that he was speaking of. First of all, we've got a title race now, which looks like it's between the likes of Guru, Faruk, maybe even Baji Jr. and Mitchell in that mix. And you see the top 4 battle. This one right there, Killerfreak, he desperately needs points, and then you hear the top 8 battle as well. But without further ado, we'll be heading straight into what today has in store for us. Our first game on the broadcast is a banger.
Yep.
It's a proper
especially
banger.
after yesterday.
I mean, yesterday, first game on broadcast, Tactical Killerfreak, it produced a
something
banger.
like, it was crazy.
Put together a win over Killerfreak, and everybody was shocked. If we see a similar result, I mean, that will certainly make things interesting. Killerfreak there, you see his position, sit on the table. 9 games played, 5 wins, 4 losses. We are told the Killerfreak would lose 4 games
after 9 played. After 9 played.
I don't think a lot of people would have believed, but one of the more impressive players to look out for, Guru. 7 wins. Yesterday's draw against Faruk will be his first draw on the board, and of course 2 losses as well. So very identical record in there, but Killerfreak's now, his hopes of qualifying for top 4 are very slim, and he has to be able to grab points at any
interval
that he gets, certainly.
Yeah.
So that should be a big game to look out for. Manny, with how great Guru defended against Faruk Manzo, do you think it's a pointer for Killerfreak to say, you know what, the way this guy is defending, I have to be able to bump up my offense? Because yesterday, to be honest with you, even the game that he won against Kingnonex, the first 60 minutes, his offense was so bland.
Yeah.
And we complained about it bitterly on stream.
Yeah.
But then the last 30 minutes, we're reminded of who Killerfreak was.
Yeah.
You think we have to see that type of approach right from the get-go against a player like Guru?
That's the only way he can score this Guru right now. You see, this is probably the most disciplined man when it comes to defensive duties in the past 2 weeks, Guru. Every single time he goes up against an opponent, his plan is to ensure that he limits the number of chances you created. We were talking about this off stream yesterday when at some points, even Faruk Mamza had to resort to taking a first time shot, something we don't see from him. That's because of how good the defense was for Guru. For Killerfreak, he cannot afford to start out like he did against Kingnonex. He cannot start bland. Guru will punish you. You know, Guru likes to take the first goals early on. If he gets that, imagine Guru gets his 2 goals. You know, it's a whole lot of work. It's going to be definitely be you trying to climb a mountain. And with the way Guru is defensive, is disciplined defensively, we probably don't expect to see him through a really just like we saw with Kingnonex.
Well, interesting. Look, throughout the whole of the National Esoccer Elite League, I tried to find out what some of these pros are doing, and you know what? Maybe give a couple of tips to our viewers, our listeners, our maybe casuals who play. You know what? I think this one has to be brought to light because you look at the type of wingers that all of these pros are using here in the Elite League. There's one secret about them I think I have to share with the community. The running style, and that's very important. Look at Victor Osimhen, Ismail Assar, Shelling, and Penio Harder. They all have one thing in common: the ability to be lengthy runners. And these days, if you have been following the content creators around and the FC guys around, all they are saying is your wingers have to be lengthy. So if your winger, especially if he's a male, whether if he's not like 6 foot and above or 6'1" and above, and you can't turn into a lengthy runner, you'll be in trouble. You'll see that the guy has 96 pace, but Manny, the opponent's fullback will catch him. If he's not lengthy, trouble. So Ismail Assar Yassin, lengthy. Rafael Leao, lengthy. Victor Osimhen, lengthy. Shelling, she's lengthy as well. Even Scott McTominay in the midfield, lengthy. And mind you, the fullbacks are also lengthy. Nico Riley and Dewey. So for Killerfreak, he understands that because he doesn't want anybody to use pace to beat him. So that's one tip you guys should pick up. If you're not using that right now, make sure your wingers are lengthy runners or they are 6'1" and above. If they are 6'1" and above and they don't have the lengthy, you can just add a sniper or architect to them and they automatically become lengthy players. So that's something that I was looking out for. And that's the reason why now we are not seeing Ajibade anymore. Because
she doesn't have the lengthy.
Exactly. Now they are going Victor Osimhen. And you can't blame them at all.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I mean, we've always said it's use what works. If you can't join them, if you can't beat them, join them. That has been his mantra from the very first day we started this one. But I hope you guys are going to be taking some of what Sly has mentioned earlier on today, especially with the Lentina on board going forward, because don't forget, we are not stopping. After this one, there's another opportunity. The Lagos versus Abuja boys is coming up. The Niger boys versus the Ghana boys, top 4 versus top 4, also coming up. Don't forget the Onile Esports competition also coming up later this year in December. While we have Mr. Oga and Wolevation, they're going to also be on stream later on today, going head to head with each other. Wolevation, he currently is with 7 points on 10th position. He's one of those who is an outsider right now, but it does seem like he does have a mini chance. If he can get a win over Mr. Oga, I mean, he will give himself a huge chance. With 3 games left for Wolevation, anything could still happen.
Maximum points from those 3 games.
Yeah,
that makes 9
that takes it like, I mean, plus 7 points. That's almost 16 points. Yeah,
so
and you look at
that should give him like a very strong chance to be able to, make a strong case for that top
Yeah.
10. That will put guys like KK, Adefola, Kingnonex, all of those guys in jeopardy of missing out. So there's so many storylines going on. Look, for guys like Mr. Oga, Dada Boy, and if even though it looks like the dust has settled on their opportunities to meet top, I think you need to finish your season strong.
Yeah.
That momentum you are carrying over to next year's Pro Leagues. You have to be able to have that momentum to still show the world that you are still good enough. And I believe an OG veteran like Mr. Oga will come in, be professional, and play a very good game against Wolevation. So I'm expecting a difficult one to look out for in that matchup as well. Mind you, the National Esoccer Elite League is proudly brought to you by Cade Esports, one of the top tier esports companies here in Nigeria, doing a whole lot. If you still not heard about the goodness of Cade Esports, make sure you are following across all social media platforms to get in the action. Well, for Mr. Oga, he's not going the Victor Osimhen route. He's still sticking with Paul Onuachu. He's still a lengthy runner, by the way, so expect him to be very, very quick in some ends. So as he's still using Eberici. Eze, when Arsenal qualified for the Champions League final, I told you she'd be getting massive upgrades. So that's something interesting to look at when you see Mr. Oga's draft.
Well, of course, as we are also talking about this, I want to encourage you guys who are currently watching us right now, head over to Instagram, the channel, Cade Esports on Instagram. Go to the channel, make your predictions, and stand a huge chance to win some cash prizes as your correct scores enter. We currently have Guru versus Killerfreak on display right now. We have about 29 replies so far. So go make your predictions. Tell us your correct scores, what you believe will be the final score of the game on stream today, Guru versus Killerfreak. And one winner gets to go home with a huge cash prize today. Don't forget, it's a winner per matchup, and you could be going home smiling with a lot of money. Some people are testifying of the goodness already. 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. I'm telling you.
People are walking away with cool cash.
Yeah.
I know money has.
So I knew you were going to say about.
Of course, because money has been lost. If you are following from the Pro Leagues, guy, money was giving away free tips, and people were making money, but
yeah, they were not grateful. That's why. They didn't come back to say thank you.
I just have to say money is the avatar. When we needed him, the world needed him the most, he vanished. Exactly. But I mean, if you've got the predictions down, head on to Instagram, join Cade Esports channel, Guru versus Killerfreak. Tell us who'd win. Correct score and correct score only. You get a chance to win some cool.
I mean, people like Flick who didn't get anything from the Pro Leagues. I mean, Flick has won already.
I think he
has won once or twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
congratulations to the winners yesterday.
Yeah.
Picking up that prize, and it seems like we have left off another massive game. Guru, in his quest to win this championship, will have to go through another difficult hurdle in this matchup against the one and only Killerfreak. I mean, this one is set up perfectly for a dangerous game. As Killerfreak looking to start aggressively. Money and I mean, we did speak about how he has to start this game with intent, especially that offensive structure from Killerfreak. It has to be way better than what we saw yesterday. I mean, man, are we still expecting that type of massive defensive performance from a guy like Guru?
I mean, you know what? Not just us, but I think I'm looking at the channel. I'm looking at what people are going for in terms of the numbers. Everybody is expecting the scoreline to be like, and a whole lot of people are going for either a draw or Guru to take a win today. And you know what? It's not so crazy, especially seeing how good he performed yesterday. Osimhen. Paul Guru is able to squeeze this one, but it's just a little bit wide to the goalkeeper's left. If that one had gone in, I mean, that would have told you why people are massively going for Guru early on.
I mean, no, certainly made sense. Look, these days, on your attackers, I mean, I already dropped the tip about them being lengthy. Another great tip for you is the fact that they have a low-driven play style. if they have the play style plus, I mean that's a bonus for you. But at least the attacker should have
Low driven.
White. At least, because the rate at which the low driven shots are going in is crazy. Low driven finesse, probably the two most important shooting play styles in this game. You've got to take key notes of that, and you'd realize that in every single team, all of these players have an attacker that has low driven or the finesse. Look at Matt Tomine go for Guru. He was indeed very important to what Guru did defensively yesterday against Faruk Manzo.
Who was important in that game?
Exactly. He lays his claim to this opportunity as Killerfreak.
Is that offside?
Just offside on that one, but you saw how Guru did celebrate that offside run. It tells you, you know what? You know when you watch football where people are defending a lead and they celebrate when a goalkeeper makes a save or someone makes a last-minute clearance. We don't usually see that in esports. It should tell you Guru can sometimes be a defensive-minded man.
I mean, yesterday against Faruk, I know how many times when he snuck the ball off Faruk where he celebrated.
So I think a goal like
yes, I mean that one had everybody in the chat, everybody on the stream shook because that was possibly the greatest goal line clearance we have seen ever in the elite divisions. It was astute defending, and I think it's all added to the confidence that Guru is currently brimming with as he will step up now. Those passes causing some problems for Killerfreak. It's not over yet. McTominay finally clears the line.
I mean, just so you get the context, if this is your first time tuning into the National Soccer League, seeing Killerfreak play this game and the importance with which it comes, you should look at the table closely. His chances of finishing top 4 are slowly dying out, and now he'll even have to look at a result from elsewhere going his way. So I should tell you that this game, even a draw is not enough for him to be able to fight for a top 4 chance, because the likes of Badji, Mitchell, the type of points that they have, it will be difficult to knock them off their page. Guru though, pushing with that one. Osimhen in a really great position to cause some danger, while Killerfreak defends wholesomely and is able to move in transition. We know it, Tim. The transition offense is always crazy.
That's why you ask them to have low driven, especially for all of their players. Exactly in those moments, you don't want to take any risk. Lafreniere gets the first goal for Killerfreak.
It's an important start for him. Mind you, yesterday in both of his games against Kingnonex and Tactical, he went down by a goal. And I mean, we all saw how he had to struggle to work his way back into this game. Well, it's a different story for him today. The Game Evo athlete looking to salvage something from what has been, per his standards, a not so great National eSoccer Elite League campaign. There he goes again with Rafael Leao. Speak about this Rafael Leao card. Very expensive, by the way. About 3 million coins plus. So to tell you that it's placing heavy emphasis. heavy emphasis
on that
card. That card alone, mind you, there isn't a 10 million coin, but say one player is taking 3 million, you should know that that player is extremely good, and Killerfreak certainly rates him very highly. Guru, Abuja's Guru, with a lovely move there, could have topped the top with a very good goal, but the defending that time from Killerfreak, spot on. Look, these days you hardly see somebody manually defending, and I think Killerfreak is one of those that still tries that manual defending technique where sometimes it doesn't go well for him, but when he gets it right, he's always on point. He's always able to switch to his centre backs and get some clearances in.
You know what? I'm just going to be dragging you back into a conversation we had yesterday when we were talking, and I think disagreeing with Killerfreak's choice of formation and players, right? You see, yesterday he had Rafael Leao as a single striker, as you have this pass go over to Hada. But now going back to what I was talking about earlier on, Rafael Leao was, I think it was Tactical found a way to isolate Rafael Leao very, very well. Even Kingnonex found a way to isolate Rafael Leao for a very long time, and you could see Rafael Leao struggle so much. Now Killerfreak has gone back to the 4-4-2 formation, and he has put Rafael Leao on. My
what pass was that, Wally?
That was crazy. I didn't even see that one.
I mean, this guy, his offense sometimes just looks like a different value, and from this tight angle, he manages to sneak that one in. I mean,
gets in.
Killerfreak with an outrageous attempt to finish.
Wow, as we have an update in the game between Mr. Oga and Wolevation, it does look like we are having a 1-1 affair right now. Eberecheze, the man who was tasked to breaking down that defense, and he did it properly. It is currently tied 1-0 for both players. Going back to the conversation, as you can see right now, Rafael Leao is in the danger zones. I mean, in every single thing that is working for Killerfreak, Rafael Leao seems to be the one who is, Mr. Oga. Oh my, 2-1 up already. That's what is currently happening in that particular game. I don't know if you have another update. If this one probably make it 3. Oh, Wolevation stole one right against.
You cannot be giving away the ball, especially to a guy like Wolevation. Is Killerfreak in?
Oh, yes, it is.
Wow. In the first half, this man is putting on an offensive clinic.
Look at his face.
Reminding all of you who he truly is. Wow.
What a deadly man to be playing when he needs to step up. Look at how he's so focused. 3-0 up to the good. And yet right now, there's no smile on his face. No show of emotion at all. He's still focused at the task at hand. But going back to the conversation again, Rafael Leao involved in every single thing that is happening. Sometimes you can have the right set of players, but the wrong formation would not bring the best out of them.
I mean, Killerfreak, when he's got it going offensively, there are only a few in the country that can really match him. And right now, you almost feel like he's in that groove again. And it is going to be a tall order for Guru to try to come back in this game. Could this be his comeback trio? Ismail start trying to battle it out with Pacho. But the PSG man will win that battle over there. And for Killerfreak, it is very important that he takes this 3-0 lead, or even better, into halftime. Because we know that in his previous games, he's given away some cheap goals, which has caused them to lose some leads. He cannot afford to be doing that in this game as well. Here comes Guru, who'll be fighting for something in these last 5 minutes. I mean, credit to Killerfreak. His offense has been sizzling in this first 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably had like 4 attempts, and all of them have been on target, especially with the one that hit the woodwork early on. But Guru now, I think this is the best position for someone like Killerfreak to be in. Having a Guru that isn't playing set defense, having a Guru who has to come outside and take some risks, that possibly gives him a chance to, hit the attack on counter and then see if he can get something out of that game, essentially.
Well, certainly it is a game that could slowly get by Guru and get away from him. But getting a goal here in this first half will be important heading into these last couple of minutes.
Oh, wow.
Is that onside from
it is onside?
I believe it is.
Oh, my.
That should be a chance he should be putting away.
I mean, I saw the goalkeeper move once. He definitely should have taken that one as a not a near post finish, but not a low driven rather, but a proper near post finish. That would have definitely snuck in.
Man, these days the low driven shots are going in every single time. That if you don't take them and you don't score from that opportunity, you kind of blame yourself for not taking them. So I don't want to be on Guru too much for attempting the low driven, because we all know how deadly it is. But that brings us to the end of a first half that has flown by quickly.
Absolutely.
It has absolutely flown by quickly, with Killerfreak dominant from start to finish. I mean, when was the last time we saw Killerfreak be this dominant in a half on the main broadcast?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe week 1, week 2 against Mitchell and Baji, but I mean, we all know how the story ended with that one.
Yeah, essentially. Well, I mean, talking about how the story ended, don't forget also that in those 2 games, both players came back in the second half and from a very similar scoreline, of course. So I'm sure he'll be having that at the back of his mind and trying his best to ensure he doesn't concede once he begins the second half. And that would mean starting the second half the exact way he started the first half, with intent, with enough aggression, and ensuring that Guru doesn't get the ball in danger zones.
The 3-0 lead in this first half was Mr. Oga currently leading 3-2 in that one. Look, the Nigerian scene has grown so much in the last couple of in the space of the last couple of months, in a sense where I think this league has brought about a different animal in some players. Because look, we've been so used to the one weekend tournament format where, one weekend you're great and you can beat everybody, and that crowns you king for the whole of Nigeria. But then this format has just been a different style. We are seeing really. Exactly the key word becomes consistency. Then we are seeing the players who truly have it, and they have shown that in certain circumstances, even the great players will show that they are human at times. And look, Killerfreak, I think this tournament is the one that has really shown that, he can't be missing some chances as well. But this could be a great opportunity as Al Arab coming back in pole position to make that tackle. It's shown, this league has shown that, look, if you let your guard down for even a second, you are in trouble. And I believe Killerfreak, out of all of the big guns that people expect to win this tournament, has felt that the most.
You know what, going even to what you just mentioned about usually us having, those are 1 day, 1 weekend, knockout elimination type of events. If this was to be any of those type of competitions, I would have expected that Bajini would have already been crowned king from week 1 and week 2. But listen, it's not about week 1, it's not about week 2, it's about every day you come to the studio, every day you are on stream, off stream, in secondary stream, or in the primary stream, how much you are able to consistently grind that result, how much you're able to dispatch of your opponents, how much fear of God can you put in your opponents consistently with every single attempt and chance you have in this competition. And that's one of the beautiful things about the K Esports national leagues rather, and all of the competitions we have had in this calendar year.
Well, it's been showing across, and the players' zeal to really perform at this level has been awesome to watch. Killerfreak in pole position to make this one a 4-goal lead. He is putting together one of the more impressive offensive performances against arguably the best defense in the league.
That is why we love the elite division. Nobody would have said by this time around with the defense we saw yesterday, Guru will be losing by 4-0.
Man, it's just 50 minutes. You almost feel like there could be room for more goals. Look, I think this is in pole position for Killerfreak, and it's a different story for Guru because now he's doing a lot of chasing. 4-0, you want to be able to cut into the deficit. But his game against Faruk was so different. We didn't see Faruk ever pull away from him. So now it makes him be in like a situation where he cannot say, I'll sit back and I'll soak the pressure a little bit. Now you cannot do that. You have to commit bodies forward. And we both know Killerfreak in transition. I believe there's only a few people better than him here in Nigeria and even the whole of Africa. Look, this man hasn't had it easy with this elite league. But this win, I believe, gives him a little bit of a respite going forward into his last couple of matches.
Especially with the top 4 conversation happening right now. The man who is in 5th position or 6th position, we'll be looking at after this game, we'll be seeing him making inroads into that top 4. That's where he needs to be. He knows. Don't forget, after this one, there's also going to be the game. Oh my goodness, here is for Killerfreak. Low GV, but for mostly decides not to go for the low GV, and this time around the goalkeeper catches it. And this brings me back to the conversation where he said if you don't use the low GV, you'll be wondering why you didn't do that.
You'll be questioning yourself, and it's happened to me multiple times. A lot of times where I shoot the ball not with low driven, and my attacker misses, and I'm just asking myself, why didn't I just go for low driven? With that one, when you shoot and you miss, you know what? You tried your best, and it just didn't work out for you. For Killerfreak, though, somebody who is as a perfectionist as he is, quite surprising that he didn't go for the low driven in that space. This is exactly the position where Killerfreak wants the ball in. To be able to run down the clock just frustrates Guru a whole lot and make him chase after it. We know the Game Evolution athlete is one of the best at doing this. He needs to finish the season strongly, and this kind of game is an inkling that he might just be finishing the season strongly. Well, elsewhere though, the goals are certainly flowing in like a ketchup bottle turned upside down. That's 7 goals in that one already as Mr. Oga leads.
Mr. Oga telling all of us that he doesn't care about the positioning, but he's going out strong in this one.
Well, certainly. Killerfreak from the wing has always been deadly. And then he cuts through the middle, I believe. Was that offside with that one? But, I mean, what's been the main problem for Guru in this one? I think that you look at his offense and the type of decisiveness that you kind of associate Guru with. Because, money, when he played against Faruk, if you look, I think Faruk even posted on his story the number of shots on target that Guru had. He had like just 2. But then it contributed to 2 goals.
Yeah.
But this is the case where I don't think he's had like a legitimate shot on target. And it's all credit to Killerfreak's aggressiveness on offense and his compactness on defense.
I think that's what he struggled with the most in this particular game, the aggression from Killerfreak, the press. I mean, how many times have we said this? At this point, it feels like we're singing a song. But Killerfreak, not just press, he pressed him properly. He sort of cut off all passes, all inroads for Guru. And that's one of the reasons why he currently is leading by 4 goals to 0. I mean, for anybody watching right now, the person who...
Oh, Killerfreak, it's a brilliant move!
Yeah, 5 for
that
5
10 right there will leave you in awe! 5!
For I mean, performance, man, that's incredible.
This guy, 5 goals, 78 game minutes. Look, he almost just kind of takes his moments in some games to tell you, you know what, don't forget about me yet. On my day, I can still hang with the very best of them. Killerfreak enjoying himself out there as Mr. Oga. Certainly also getting number 5 on the board. Look, Killerfreak beating Guru like this, I think it's good news for Faruk Wanzo.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Massive good news
the
for
only person who's going to
him.
be happy right now is Faruk Mamzo, because he'll be looking at this and say, you know what? If Guru on 22 points right now, who is now playing his, I believe, 11th or 10th game, is currently losing this game, which means I might just have been paved the way to become a double-time champion, which means going back-to-back in the elite division. That is insane stuff.
I mean, it is indeed insane stuff. And look, it's not only good news actually for Faruk Manzo, it's actually good news for Killerfreak as well, because he is chasing the guys in the top 4 and you need the likes of Guru to be dropping points. So now any drop points by Guru, Mitchell, Badji, all of those things will certainly help Killerfreak's case of finishing top 4. That is, I mean, a crazy dynamic to think of, but it has been a one-sided affair right now. Killerfreak, he's been dominant through and through, and he certainly deserves this win coming his way. And I don't think he's done yet. He's still hungry for more goals. Lofted up pass to find Di Maria just on side from that right-hand side as he draws more players into the equation. Borrow scoop. It's Killerfreak. Oh, that could have been the best of the bunch right there.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, we've spoken about the attack from Killerfreak, how good it's been so far, how clinical, how very, very much it has been aggressive in terms of press, but we have not spoken about the defense. Let's also speak about how his defense has made Guru's attack, which is usually clinical, to look toothless. He's done the business, he's done the basic, and has done more than the basics. He has ensured that Guru doesn't.
But you cannot give it there to a man like this, so close to conceding yet another goal. Money. I don't think in any game that we've seen Guru play throughout the National Esoccer Elite League, he's losing by a 5-goal deficit or a 5-goal margin.
Absolutely not. This is
I don't
probably
think so. I think all of his losses, 2 goals, 3 goals maximum.
Yeah. But I think that tells you a little bit of the anger or the resilience.
As Guru able to get one back to make that one 5-1. And elsewhere, Wolevation is still fighting for that top 8 cause. He's fighting strongly for that top 8 cause. This is that goal that went in from Guru. Interesting lob pass from Ahada, and he knocks it down into Ismail Assar. Lovely move to finish there, but Guru's reaction saves it all. You can tell he's not a happy man at all.
Absolutely. It does look like it's a little bit too late. It is a little bit too late, unless we're going to be seeing a miracle, as this is the 83rd minute of this action.
I mean, it's just all going haywire for Guru. Currently can't, find the accurate passes that we know he can in those types of situations, giving the ball away cheaply at the back end. Against these types of players, they will pick you apart, and that's exactly what Game Evil's Killerfreak has done. He's been superb right from minute 1. And this game, especially in that first half, the way he pulled away with that 3-0 lead, you could tell there was just a feeling that this man was going to take all 3 points.
Listen, I mean, the fact that Killerfreak has been able to respond this decisively when it mattered most, for me, I think that's a huge indicator of his mental strength and mental capacity. At some points, the question on some of our minds was,
well, there it is, the final nail in the coffin. There you have it. Killerfreak will win this one, and he's driving on the bright side of the road. He makes it 6 with an outstanding performance through and through.
My, oh my. And in the game between Wolevation and Mr. Oga, both players going band for band. None of them letting go rather off the task in sight. Wolevation looking to make inroads into that top 8 conversation, while Mr. Oga, for him, it is just guts and glory.
This puts a massive dent into Wolevation's top 8 hopes.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands currently, this is what the end of the road looks like for this game. It means that it will be confirmed that Wolevation is out of the contention for top 8. That is insane stuff.
Wow. Wolevation fighting to still remain here in the Elite League. Mind you, only the 8 will remain in the Elite League. The last 5 will be relegated, and I think he has a knockdown. He might have just finished from that chance production. Can we get that footage of that Wolevation versus Mr. Oga? I think he might have just gotten an equalizer, unless his player made from the volley right there with the last 7 minutes. But this one confirms it. Killerfreak, important 3 points on the board to keep his top 4 hopes alive. Money, he couldn't have done it any way better. This is a vintage performance.
not just a vintage performance, a well-needed performance for his momentum going forward. Now you can see the top 4 charge is truly and truly on. After this game, he also has a game against Adefola later on today. Beat Adefola, and then you have made yourself a huge contender for that top 4 finish. Don't forget, he needs to be in the top 4 if he wants to play in the Nigeria versus Ghana version 2 game coming up also later this year. I mean, looking at someone who went to Ghana, became Ghana's VGA great champion, you don't expect that he will miss out on the action coming on later today, where it will give him an opportunity to sort of revenge for the losses that happened in the first edition of the Nigeria versus Ghana. Well, that's what we currently have in the game between Guru and Killerfreak. As you can see, Guru really, his face says it all. He didn't expect this one at all.
Wow, man, I think Wolevation missed that chance, or maybe it was offside. But right now, Mr. Oga, I mean, he is going down, but he will not go down fighting. That is what a proper pro does. He is Mr. Integral for a reason, and if you've not heard about what this man has done within the Nigerian FC scene, well, you are missing out on a lot. He is truly a legend, and if things have not gone his way, he will not lie down without maybe a last fight. And he is fighting for 3 huge points in this game. Wolevation, though, things not working for him. Or can he have one dramatic fight finale to get onto this one? Buanga gets past his man. Wolevation needs to be perfect. Zielinski trying to get the cutback in the finesse. The post. So unlucky on that one, but that was it right there for Wolevation.
But the crazy thing is, all throughout the elite division, he has always had a cutback in that position. But today, I don't know what happened. As he goes for the cutback, now he gets the goal again. This is definitely what he should have done for the first start. He hit the post, but he refused to go down without another fight. And now this time around, he has gotten the goal. It is 6-6, but he needs another goal. Now he's going to be making any sort of challenge for that top 8.
Well, certainly, Wolevation still is in this one. Will put up a massive fight for the last 2 minutes plus added time to go. And there you see Mr. Oga distraught with what just happened a couple of seconds ago, and understandably so. It almost felt like he was in the clear. But Wolevation will not give up. Mind you, this man's journey has also been incredible. He's one of the few that have climbed the ladders progressively, Manny. Wolevation, Challengers Cup, impressive. I still remember his Newcastle team with Voltemada up top playing 95 overall. I think that guy was incredible. Then we see him in the Pro Leagues. He went for like a 2-week streak where he was unbeaten.
Yeah.
Then things kind of faltered, but he still managed to make it here in the Elite League. If he can stay here in the Elite League, I think that would be one of the awesome stories around.
I mean, that would be him definitely telling everyone, you know what? Listen, guys, I'm here to stay. I'm here to make a statement. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. That one goes in and he makes 6-6-6. It has about 2 minutes and regular time, plus whatever it is that comes on the board in extra time. Enough time for another goal to go in. Also for Oga, enough time for him to crash the hopes of Wolevation.
Well, for all of our viewers live watching, we appreciate every single one of you. And all of the fun that we've been having on broadcast. Is currently 6-6 in this one. Is there last minute drama? How many seconds to get added on? I reckon maybe 1, maximum 2. As we approach dying embers of this one, it's 2 added minutes. I mean, that's good news for Wolevation if he's trying to win this game. But Mr. Oga now, there's biding his time and running down the clock, maybe playing for last attack in this game. Can he finish this round with an all-important win? As Shrine Tiger will hold on to it. Maybe last chance to move forward. And he gets it. Space Wolevation wins it back. He's got to be quick. He can't turn back now. It has to be perfect football on the front foot. Wolevation, through ball comes in. Will it stay in the top?
Blows it away.
This out.
I mean, you mentioned it. You can't turn back in that moment. I was expecting him to go for the low-driven effort, even though he was yet a little bit out of the opposition's 18-yard box. I was expecting a low-driven effort. And this is how it ends right now. 6-6 for Wolevation and Mr. Oga. Listen, going back into the original, the conversation of Mr. Oga, I think this particular game sort of summarizes how he has played the entirety of the Elite Division. It hasn't been bad games. We can't see, I think we've only had 1 or 2 games where Mr. Oga has been blown away by his opponents. Talk about the Killerfreak game that ended in 5-0
I think the Faruk
for Killerfreak, and the Faruk game as well, which if you're looking at this, you probably understand okay, these are the guys who were expected to, run through some of the names in the roster for the elite leagues. But you're looking at Mr. Oga, it's been games where he has dominated, he's scored lots of goals, but the problem has always been getting the win over the line, getting the win out of any. We talk about Mr. Kingnonex. He's having a bad day, grind results.
Yeah.
You look at Mr. Oga, even on his good days, he can't get the results. And I think that's a stark contrast. And that's why both players are having stark realities right now.
Well, certainly, that one ends 6-6, and could that be the end of the hopes for Wolevation to stay here in the elite leagues? The storylines keep building as we approach the final dying embers of this wonderful, wonderful National Esoccer Elite League. You just saw a glimpse of the players coming in, and you saw the champ about to take a seat. Yes, the champ is in the building. Faruk Manzo about to go in action as we see what the comments are saying. This one from I think Manu will have to help you to pronounce the name. That first comment right there.
Look how you're doing. Hi, we see you. Thank you guys for being one of the first ones on the comment section today. Says Killerfreak's attack has always been dead. Yeah, you don't play open play with him. That was Guru's mistake.
I think that's an interesting comment right there, because yesterday Guru didn't necessarily play open play with him.
Yeah,
he made things compact, but I think would you call it overconfidence for Guru against Killerfreak? The fact that he kind of opened things up to go ban for Killerfreak.
I wouldn't say it was overconfidence. Let's also not forget something happened yesterday. Faruk Mamzu missed 3 absolute sitters in the early stages of that game.
Yeah,
there was a clever one. If he has scored 2 out of those goals or those chances, that game already opens up because Guru now has to attack. I think that's what happened in this game. Killerfreak scored the first goal. Guru has not always been known for creating so many chances. He knows he's very deadly when he gets the chances. If he has 2-3 chances, he might score 1 or 2 of them. Guru now had to actually commit to getting some of these chances. I think that's the only reason why we did see a little bit of a difference.
That's excellent, man. They should tell you that, you know what? If Faruk Manzo maybe had buried those chances
early on,
could have seen a similar last one.
Yeah,
Then it draws Guru out to commit more, and he cannot maybe have that defensive shape right there. So it's all credit to Killerfreak's ability to remain clinical up top. And we see the comments coming in. It's hard playing against guys defending. I must tell you, if you can't beat them, join them, and that's what everybody is using these days. So like I said earlier, the champ has walked in. Faruk has taken his seat. He's about to play against one of the league's more tricky opponents.
I've seen a very interesting question. Before we go into that, Daniel says, has Faruk played Killerfreak yet? No, he hasn't. So that's another game we're looking on. I think that was going to be happening on the final day, which is going to be next week. So if you want to watch that game, ensure you're around next week, Saturday. That game is going to be happening live on YouTube. However, I'm going into this comments by Ibrahim. He says, Freak can't win anymore unless Faruk somehow loses as much as he has. Well, if you're talking about the league, maybe you're looking at, okay, yes. But if Killerfreak beats Faruk Mamzu, I think it might make things very interesting for everybody. You think it's over?
For Killerfreak to win the title, I think that ship has sealed.
Oh.
But the top 4 ship is still very much alive.
Okay.
But him winning the title, I think the guys that are in contention of winning the title, after Guru losing this game, I still think he's got a shot. But the guys that are in contention to win the title are the Mitchells, the Baji Juniors, maybe even Tactical for some sort, and then of course Killerfreak. But for Killerfreak, with how things have gone, mind you, 4 losses.
Yeah,
it's just a lot for him to come back to go on and win the league. But speaking of a man who has a massive opportunity to win the league and not just do it for the first time, to do it twice, it is Faruk Manzo, who'll be up next right after this break. He plays against Tactical, whilst another match will be happening in the back. We'll tell you all about it when we are back from this break. Look. Some of the games where you're not expecting him to win, he will win.
Yeah,
He took points off of Kingnonex.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he took points off of Killerfreak.
Not
These
two
two
points,
names,
he beat them.
he absolutely beat Killerfreak. So that alone should tell you that, don't joke with this guy. I think Faruk Manzo knows all about him.
It's one thing to know and it's one thing to experience it. Because it does look like he is a man for we've called it so many times, he's a man for the big games. Every single time it's tactical versus someone who you have counted him out, he steps up to be counted again. And that's one thing I really love about him. And especially now with the fact that Faruk faced a certain opposition yesterday from Guru. And we did see a little bit of a chink in the armor for Faruk. We saw how he struggled to break down Guru's defense. And the frustration we saw Faruk after the game, he was a little bit frustrated because he knew how much that game, dropping those 2 points against Guru cost him. Tactica, I'm very, very sure will be looking at this game with so much joy in his heart. This is a chance to cause another problem, another upset. When he calls for an upset, Tactical is always raising his hand. He wants to be the one to go. He wants to cause upset. But for Faruk, this game is absolutely crucial. Win this game, and it's almost official that you have won back-to-back championships for the very first time ever. What a story that would be. So I'm sure both players will be going head-to-head for this one. And we know Tactical is not the guy who sits back when he's up against a tough opponent. He's going to come for you. And he's going to try and outscore you, score goals, ensure that he beats you properly. So that's one. For me, I can't wait to see how this one will look.
Manny perfectly highlighted one of the main key reasons why Faruk Manzo will be going on into this game thinking, if I win this one, I win the league. Yeah. Well, on the tactical side of things, he's got a lot to lose as well. Mind you, if he wins, he gets more money, first of all. Secondly, he finishes top 4. And that would be insane for a guy who maybe at some point in the Pro League kind of struggled a little bit. That would be insane for him finishing top 4 as well. And look, it's important. So that is very, very important thing to note about this game. And you look across the statistics, Faruk heavily favored to pick up the win. But could this be the best time to play Faruk Manzo when maybe finally someone has shown the blueprint to take points off of him? If you remember how yesterday went against Guru in those dying embers where Guru was able to sniff out a draw, can Tactical maybe add his name to the list? Mind you, at this point, the run continues. I believe Faruk Manzo is going 21 games unbeaten across last year and this year's National Esoccer League. So that's something to look forward to. The National Esoccer League proudly brought to you by Cade Esports, a partnership with Game Evolution. Of course, they are the ones responsible for everything you see on the broadcast when it comes to production-wise. So massive shout out to them. Game Pride IU, they've been nothing but impressively supportive. We appreciate them as well. We've got Esports African News, making sure we make waves outside and let the world know about the greatness of the National Esoccer League. Trace as well. We appreciate their sponsorship on board as well. OAS Esports couldn't do this without them. Wager and YouGamey. If you're looking to play like a pro, approach games like a pro, YouGamey is your place to head to. So yeah, that is just a quick update on the sponsors we've got on board as we turn our attentions to this big game. Faruk Manzo versus Tactical. Yeah,
definitely. I just want to talk a little bit about the YouGamey part because yesterday, we were talking about it and I said, I'm going to go check and see what it looks like. And I did go online and I tell you, it is very competitive. The price in there is really cheap for the kind of lessons you're going to be getting, for the kind of updates you're going to have on your gameplay. You're talking about under 50,000 naira. Under 50,000 naira to go learn with one of the very, very best and be able to at least brush your skills up to the pro levels. If you watch the pros, you follow the pros, they teach you, you begin to play like a pro. Yeah,
exactly. So head on to YouGamey now if you're interested in playing at this level and of course playing like some of these top guys. That's how Faruk's draft looks like as we get to see how Tactical will be lining up.
Before you go into the draft, interesting thing, as I mentioned earlier on, for the prediction guys, always go to the channel on Instagram and make your prediction. I'm looking at the replies right now. It's like 99% of the guys who are predicting are going for a Faruk win.
Wow,
that's crazy.
At this point, is okay,
I'm not even seeing a draw.
By how much? That's what
exactly. I'm not even seeing a draw, and I had to say, what? Let me try Tactical.
You want to be the odd one out?
Yeah. Let me just try Tactical. Who knows?
Out of all the days that money has filled with predictions, if it is today that his octopus comes to pass, then money is a genius. We'll give him his flowers. Well, you actually get up towards this game. That's how Tactical his draft looks like with Bruno Fernandes through the middle. He's been an important asset to his squad. Up top will be Clara Mateo. His Antoine Semenyo item, I think, has been brilliant as well. But one thing that Tactical has got to know is coming up against a red hot Faruk Manzo is your defense has to be on lock. And at times, you almost feel like Tactical, he leaves the game to chance a little bit, where it's an open game.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen Tactical play against these top guys where he played like Guru against Faruk Manzo, where he'll sit back and soak pressure. For him, we use the word fearless. He doesn't care who you are. He'll take the game to you.
Yeah.
He was able to soak that pressure early from Killerfreak yesterday after that early press. But since then, he opened it up, said, you know what, let's play football.
Yeah.
And that's who Tactical is. If he can play that way against Killerfreak, against Faruk Manzo and beat him, I think that would be a tremendous feat.
Yeah, you know what? Most times people talk about how you need to have a set defense, but you see, I was about to call KK's name before he was on the screen. KK versus None is going to be happening in the secondary game later on today. But if you look at what KK did yesterday, that worked for him was he abandoned control for offense. He said, you know what? Since I've been trying to control the game and I'm struggling, let's all leave it open. Let's make chaos and let's see if anybody will be able to take something out of it. And he was able to score 7 in back-to-back games. You see, so for me, I'm looking at Tactical. This is the type of game he likes. Make it open. Score me, I score you. Let me see if I can outscore you. And on a very good day, Tactical. He scores crazy goals. He scores from half chances. He doesn't need to be inside your 18-yard boxes or your 18-yard box to score goals. And that's potentially the only way he'll be able to take something out of this game from Faruk, especially if Faruk starts the same way he did against Guru, missing out some important chances early on. Head-to-head for Kingnonex and KK looks like this. KK with a win percentage of 30, Kingnonex with a win percentage of 46. Do you agree with this?
Manny, slightly because of how previous results have gone between the two of them. Because mind you, they did play in the Pro Leagues. This is the top two from the Pro Leagues actually facing here in the Elite League. It's such a joy to watch both of them. So I kind of agree with the win percentage a bit. But I mean, the fact that we have them in these final stages now with it kind of feels like they're fighting the same fight right now. Because for Kingnonex, maybe the ship has sailed, or maybe him making top 4 because he's not been able to pick up maximum points. He's currently on this.
Are you sure?
14 points, 8 games.
8 games only.
I mean, meaning that he's got 4 games remaining.
Yeah.
And that 4, if he picks up maximum point, that makes 12 points.
Yeah,
That's the 14.
26.
That's 26. I mean, that's still a strong one.
Guru is on 11 games played or 10 games played, and he has 22 now.
I mean, it's good.
It's a huge chance for him.
It's actually not all said and done for Kingnonex. He will certainly be looking at this game as an opportunity. My bad. On my miscalculations, on the Kingnonex certainly has a stake of claiming this one. But KK as well, like we said, 13 points.
Yeah.
He'll be fighting for that top 8. And I think guys like Adefola are looking at this game closely. Killerfreak, all those guys that are trying to hold on to that top 8 spot are certainly looking at this game closely. You said that KK had kind of thrown off what he was doing in the first couple of weeks. And now he has entered like assassin mode.
Yeah.
If he takes this type of approach to Kingnonex, I think he might get a result, because the
definitely
Kingnonex we've been seeing the last couple of weeks is not the dominant Kingnonex that we're used to seeing in the Pro Leagues.
He looks very shaky. I mean, he did start very, very well against Killerfreak, but the problem was he was not able to hold on to that win. And that's something that your opponents will always want to, capitalize on in this level of competition. For me, I mean, he knows KK very well. They've played together even in the Pro Leagues. He knows KK likes possession, likes balance, likes control. If he's with someone who is, ready to risk it all and lose it all, that might just change the nature of the game. This is what Kingnonex draft looks like. That 4-2-2-2 that I complained about yesterday, I'm still going to complain about it again today, because he now is still playing the Ismaila Sarr and Melchi on as cams with Scott McTominay and Orkun, as the center DMs. Well, Sherlin and Victor Osimhen lead the line for him up top. Nico O'Reilly and Due making up the fullbacks, while Jacobo Ramon and Pacho are the centre backs he's choosing to go with.
Well, Kingnonex setting up his team for this battle, and him not to write him off at all. And so it begins. Faruk Manzo taking on Tactical. And well, hold your thoughts. Faruk Manzo, after just a minute, registers his first goal. That's crazy.
He didn't want to hear any story like the game against Guru. Scores the first goal of the game, and now Tactical has to come out. But the thing about Tactical, I'm sure he's not going to even care about that goal that just went in, because the man loves chaos, loves such moments. So I think that just sets off nicely for a very cagey and end-to-end game.
Wow. Faruk taking the game to Tactical early. And that all-important first goal is down
bruiser.
for that man right there. What a fiery start to this game we are seeing. And it's not surprising too much from Faruk, because we kind of expect him to always come out of the gates blazing usually in these types of games. And what an electric start this man has been able to put together. The OAS esports athlete. There he goes again. I mean, Shop's also surprised that what he saw in the first couple of minutes. That's who Faruk is, man. You sleep against him and you'll find yourself in hot waters. And there he goes again.
I mean, that man sometimes doesn't need you to sleep. He needs you to be awake while he shows you Shiggy and Pepe. You know, sometimes that's just how good that man is on his day. Don't forget, he was also competing in the Butula early on this year, where he eventually had to bow out in the quarterfinals. What a story that would have been if he was able to qualify for the World Cups and go on to represent Nigeria.
Well, 8 minutes now. Gone on the game clock, and Tactical will be making a push up top, but Mateo's efforts just stopped in the tracks. Look, that's one thing about Tactical's game that I think everybody loves. No matter the game, he will have chances, and we're kind of seeing that materialize early against Faruk Manzo. But your defense has to be on lock always. Buffon coming to the rescue. And FunQuest Esports Tactical can't afford to go 2 goals down early against this man, or else it could get from bad to worse.
Ajibade loses the ball early on, and the attack seems to sizzle out a little bit from Faruk Mamzo. Now it's Tactical who has the opportunity to turn something of his own with his offense. If he can get the ball across to Shelling, he is able to take one over the top. Oh, no need for control. First time shot, enough. Bruno Fernandes just trying to force the issue a little bit. And Faruk right there and in the right place to stop that one.
Well, Tactical through the middle. He's kind of being comfortable in possession, where others have struggled with that Faruk press. But him is still holding on to it. Mateo will find Victor man outside of the boot opportunity, but it just doesn't happen. And this will be knocked out for a corner. You like the intensity with which this one has started. The reaction from Tactical after going a goal down is just perfect. So you know what? I'll take the game to you, and I'll put you under pressure as well. Fernandes down the byline looking for the cutback that time. Faruk alert to the danger, but chance not gone. Tactical with that.
Tell you,
he's fearless, this man. Wow.
Tactical mode activated. 1-1. He didn't need too much. I tell you, this man knows how to score goals from half chances. And look at that one go in from the tightest of angles with Scott McTominay. And once the ball left his boots, the right with the finesse activated, you knew that was definitely flying into the net.
Well. We told you this game could have some crazy storylines about it. And Tactical certainly bringing the heat. There's Osimhen on the 10. We'll find Palestra. His passing sequence is just as clean as ever, this one. And he's playing with some renewed confidence.
Oh, my goodness.
With a far reach plus coming in clutch.
I thought that one was going in. And now he has an opportunity from the corner. Man, this was the corner that also got him the odd first goal. Tactical there. But this time around, Ajibade back for defensive duties, able to sneak that one off. And now Faruk has an opportunity. It is his turn now to turn defense into attack. Pina holds onto the ball, dancing in around that area. Player lock activated. You know it's Faruk. He loves the player locks. Chawinga on the flank. Tactical, very, very aware and alert. But Chawinga still holding onto the ball for dear life.
I mean, the player looks at the number of times Faruk has tried to pull it off is actually insane from Tactical, and just the discipline to stay intact and not to maybe overcommit or create too much space for Faruk, I think has been very impressive in these first couple of minutes from Tactical. But he will be under this type of pressure, wave and wave again. I mean, in the battle of the best two from the Pro Leagues, it is the champion from the Pro League who strike first, and it's kind of a one that we'll say it is maybe lucky, but
I mean, how many times do we have to say that about
you make your own luck.
Yeah.
You push it and push it and push it, and you earn your reward. So credit to Kingnonex as he has a goal up against KK. Osimhen for Tactical, promising position. Finding Bruno! There is Tactical lead for the first time in this game.
Yes, sir. 20 points for Tactical. If this stays like this, what a story that will be. back-to-back losses. I did tell you something off camera early on today. It might happen, but let's just see as this one unfolds right before our eyes. The story is not over yet. 27 minutes. Faruk took the first goal. Tactical got one back, and now he is currently in the lead. How much more can he hold on as Faruk will go for that Trivela shot there? Remember when 2025 gets it back.
And Faruk working him very, very well, not laying down too long, and that's what a champion does. He strikes back 38 minutes, and I'm loving the feel of this game. That's one thing with defending Faruk Manzo. You just have to deal with too many waves of pressure, and now it will beg the question, how much can you deal with it? And this is a day kind of agrees with us. Says tactical to hand Faruk his first loss. I'm there. Well, I mean, you and Manny are both in the same boat, and we'll see if your boat is the right one to be in. McTominay looking to force the issue. I'm loving both of them kind of throwing caution to the wind and pushing on the offensive end. As usually we see Faruk pause around the 30th game minute mark, and he's done it again just to make a personnel change. Likes to switch up Ajebade and bring up yet another offensive player. Pina for Faruk in transition, and he's so patient with it, making sure that every single pass he gives is the right one.
This time around.
After headed to the pass. Money. What a start.
Yes, a fiery start. And let me just take you back to what this currently means for the leaderboard. Earlier on, I did tell you, Guru had played 10 games going into the game with Killerfreak. And that one, after losing that game, it means after 11 games played, he's on 22 points. Now, Tactical had played 9 games prior to this game. If he wins this one or gets a draft of this one, that could potentially take him to 18 points or 20 points from 17 points. And now we're asking, if he wins the 11th game, to put him on par with Guru, Mitchell, and I believe Baji by the time he plays the next game, that would mean he potentially could be 23 points after this whole thing. We could get to see a Tactical make second.
Wow. I mean, that would be one of the best stories you'll ever see or hear. And that's what the National Esoccer League is all about, giving the players the opportunity. But you've got to come up against this man, and he's not ready to let his crown go away. He gets the lead back again in this game, and immediately you rest on your laurels, he punishes you.
Interesting that this one, that goal entered just as the comment from Asoma came on the screen. He said the Ibotola aura has expired, I guess. Well,
I mean, I wish sure about that.
No, it hasn't. It is not aura, it is class.
It is. And what we do say about class is it is permanent. It will show every single time. It was close in the last couple of minutes, but now Faruk having majority of possession and having the best of chances as well.
Doesn't goalkeeper.
I mean,
maybe what do you think? What do you think?
I think the angle was kind of tricky, so he was trying to take his chance with the normal shot in there. But credit to Buffon, though, of course, making that save. But the fact that Faruk now has a stronghold in this game, it spells a good thing for him.
Oh, sir.
It's a moment for Tactical.
Oh,
because
sir.
Now you've given the opportunity for Faruk to grow into the game, and that is a deadly sight for anybody in this league.
Listen, if there was anybody we said could potentially take some points off Tactical, of Faruk Mamzo, it was Tactical. And all of a sudden now, with 39 minutes played, it looks like Faruk has done a whole lot to ensure that he doesn't lose points today. Wow.
Incredible. I mean, how many times have we seen this man being questioned whether he's got what it takes to beat every single opponent on his way? And how many times have we seen him answer and say, I am still the man out here. I am still the very best from the green and white. I am still the man to beat in this league. He's just been incredible throughout the press as Tactical, having too much on his plate to handle. And it could go from bad to worse if he goes down by 3. Cuts back into Leonard Cow.
Oh,
that's not attempt, feeble as ever. And for Faruk, per his standards, he should be finishing that.
Any day, anytime, you know he has the ability to finish that one. But Tactical, I mean, every single person in the elite division right now, we're praying and hoping that Tactical actually is the man who can do the business of stopping Faruk, because, I mean, everybody looking at it, Faruk did play an unbeaten season last year in first edition of the Elite League. Nobody wants to see Faruk Mamzo go unbeaten again. Well, of course, fans wants to see him, but the guys in the Elite Division will probably be looking at if somebody can at least take some points off him. That could make the Elite Division look very competitive. Let it not be a one-man show. That would possibly be what they're saying. Kingnonex Kingnonex. It seems like he has run away with that one. The mark's not doing enough to stop all of the goals from going in today.
I mean, it's looking tough for Lumo Habs' KK, but for Solar Flare Esports, they certainly be delighted with what Kingnonex is doing right here. We told you that for Kingnonex, his top 4 dream is still alive, and if he can pick up maximum points from all of the 4 games, that's good news to him. Look, for Kingnonex, I think also, once he hears this result maybe going in Faruk's favor, I think he'd be happy. The fact that he can knock a guy down like Tactical and maybe take his spot, that would be good news to him. But I mean, the action hasn't ended yet, and it's currently live here on Cape Esports YouTube channel. If you're currently enjoying the action here on YouTube, make sure you tap that like button. Helps a lot with YouTube's algorithm. As already, it's goal number 5 after the restart.
Every single
Faruk
time.
not waiting for anybody to invite him at all. He's here to own the space.
My goodness, every single time that goal goes in and he tells you that bye-bye, it means he's in lock mode and he cannot wait to finish his opponent off. Tactical. Great start, but it does look like Faruk Mamzi is running away with this one. He has to ensure it doesn't happen.
I mean, Manny, isn't it possible to play Faruk openly, like how Tactical did in the first half, and come away with the result? At this point, it's only feeling like if you don't go the guru route, where you soak a bit of pressure and frustrate him and not let him have the ball, then you're setting yourself up for danger.
But the thing is, the games is not one in the first half. I mean, there's a whole lot of time still left, to be honest. I still love the way Tactical is playing, taking the chances he can, knocking on the door. We do see sometimes that all it takes is a little bit of change in momentum for some of these players to create something out of nothing, as Faruk will try to ensure that there's no momentum shift. And this time around, it is just a little bit of luck, playing the role there.
This man has this game at his fingertips. Do not doubt him at all. He is marching on, and he could be on his way with this win, securing yet another divisional title. I mean, Manny, it feels like the chances that look like they are 50% to other people, it's 75% to Faruk Manzo.
Yeah.
You see this chance bubbling in the area. Somebody else might miss it, but Faruk Manzo, you leave him a chance like this, he will cash out.
Yeah,
and
loves.
He's taking those opportunities at every single time. I mean, a couple of minutes ago, this game was 2-2. All of a sudden, he's locked out Tactical, and almost every single chance he's got, he's scored. Wow.
That's how good this man is. That is the talent gap. That is Faruk Mamzu. The man himself is the talent gap. He's shown that he's head and shoulders above every single person in the division this year. Last year was a little bit tighter. Killerfreak was, giving him the run for his money. But listen, Hernandez says, I said it earlier, Tactical should not go head to head, as Tactical hits that one, but Buffon stopping it. Maybe a low-driven effort should have definitely swung in his favor. Hernandez, listen, if Tactical, after that going 1 goal up, went on to win this game, we'll say he's a genius. This is definitely the way to beat Faruk Mamzo. But as that one didn't go in, and now he had an opportunity, but he missed it. Wow. Another chance missed by Tactical. Not the kind of chance you want to be missing ever in this type of game.
If you have 4 goals to come back from, you can't afford to be missing any sort of chances, especially chances like
two
those
chances
ones.
now.
Exactly. You need to score your half chances. This one from Nathaniel Chukwuemeka. The problem isn't scoring Faruk first. Can you defend him for 90 minutes? This guy is a monster. Exactly. But Tactical, another opportunity, and the make it count. This time around, makes no mistake from that angle.
See, the thing about missing chances, one had gone in earlier. All of a sudden, we are 6-4 or 6-5.
And it's a different
ball game. It's a different ball game altogether. Going with 30 minutes, and Faruk doesn't want to lose this game. He would have definitely done something. Listen, it doesn't look like the charge is on.
Tactical, can he find a way to bury this one? Finesse comes in. Oh my goodness. With the glorious opportunity to make this a very interesting ball game.
You can see the champion is stunned. He is stunned.
Look, when Shelly had the chance,
we expected a low driven.
Exactly, immediately low driven. But we know Shelly, maybe she's not the best with a weaker foot with her left. But then immediately I saw that beautiful skill move. I thought, okay, that's perfect. Go to what usually works for her, the finesse. But it feels him right there. Tactical will feel so unlucky at this point. But this man is fighting with every tool that he's got in his locker. And that's the type of resilience you need to match up against the champ. Mateo, good pass. He's surely offside for Locatelli.
That's it, 6-4.
He's not going anywhere yet.
Listen, now let's go back to the comment by Hernandez. What do you now think as you've seen Tactical score back-to-back goals? This is what happens. With taking your chances, going against your opponents, what happens is that you give yourself an opportunity to stun your opponents. You can take the game by the scruff of the neck, and that is exactly what Tactical has done. As he has gotten himself another goal, he's just meaning 2 more to potentially get 1 point out of this game or anything else from this game. The next goal will be absolutely crucial. You can see the champion for the very first time after that 6th goal went in.
I think he's a little bit rattled right now, but this is not the first time he's facing this type of situation, Faruk Manzo, so you know he will be able to handle himself. As in this one, it is not close at all. Kingnonex is absolutely tearing apart KK in that game, still keeping the hopes of top 4 alive. But in this one, it's Tactical who is playing as confident as ever. If he can't get another one before that pause comes in, it'll be interesting. But Faruk doing due diligence on defense.
It might just be time to manage the ball a little bit. It is 69 minutes, and Faruk knows if the next goal goes in, he's going to be under a huge pressure, a lot of pressure, unnecessary pressure, especially for someone who has almost seemingly done the job in ensuring that he's taking his back-to-back championship hopes very seriously. Well, in the game between Faruk,
Kingnonex and KK, we expected that one was going to be a revenge opportunity for KK. However, it does look like Kingnonex says, I really don't care about your feelings, as I'm going to come and show I'm marching on day.
I like what Faruk has done with the last 5 minutes.
Taking the stick
Tactical off the ball.
Yeah.
Starve him off the ball and make him chase after it. Now you question his discipline. Well, commentators jigs coming into players. He loses possession of the ball, but I like that approach a lot. And when players do that, shows you their maturity. It shows you that they are very mature in such situations. Tactical. Oh, 65. It is yet another chapter in this crazy episode.
Whoa, sir. Welcome to the Elite Division. Today's one is sponsored by the mad genius Tactical. Wow, what a crazy affair this one was. Mateo, 5 seconds to run of play. I mean, how many chances had this guy missed early on? We could potentially have been seeing Tactical making an amazing comeback from 6-2, now making it 6-5 right now.
wow.
What resilience to be down 6-2, Manny. 4 goals down. Some people are already down 2s by now. And I mean, Manny, myself, I'm down 6-2 in terms of rivals here, bro. Take the win, GG's, man. But not this man. I mean, those who FanQuest Esports has all their books. Manny keeps saying this. He's the man that loves chaos. And we are in a chaotic moment right now. Faruk Manzo looked like he was pulling away, but not on Tactical's watch as he keeps winning possession back. We're about 15 minutes to go in this one.
Yeah, bro.
An absolute blockbuster of a matchup. Shelling for Tactical.
Oh my goodness.
One more goal in this game. Right?
Nearly goes in.
Buffon coming up huge.
Moses.
For Faruk, you feel like you cannot keep your eyes off of this one at all.
Listen, production, this possibly might
Be the very best game we have ever seen in
the Elite Division. How many times have we said this after one game? We say, okay,
I mean, yesterday we had 2 crazy games like this.
Wow. This man,
Faruk in on goal, needs this one to quick separate. And Will,
yes,
you come at the king, you best not miss. He has that 2-goal lead back, and now there is some calm around. OASE sports athlete, salute him.
For the very first time, we saw Faruk take his time. He knew he couldn't afford to miss that one. He took 2 steps, 3 steps,
and then he was able to bury it beyond the goalkeeper.
That is the dangerous part about playing Faruk Manzo like this, where you are in momentum, you scored 2 goals like Tactical did. Now you are tempted to commit bodies forward, you are tempted to press aggressively, and when there are spaces in behind, I mean, we all know how deadly this man is up top with spaces in behind, and you feel like you are playing him in prime position now. Faruk Manzo, that is done. Close the book, close the chapter. The story continues. Unbeaten for 22 straight games in the National Esoccer League, and he will keep going. What a player this guy is.
As Kingnonex keeps adding gloss
to his win, 5 or 6 in that particular one. Listen, if anybody wins the score prediction for this game, I want you to tell me who I will be in 2027. Because this was absolutely insane. No way anybody should be getting this one right. Tactical, rightfully taking the fight to the king. And yes, it does look like the king has run away with this one. However, it is a top clash. I mean, what a game.
It was an enthralling battle, and we've enjoyed it through and through. I mean, credit to Tactical, man. Taking the fight to Faruk, even down 6-2, making this an absolute banger of a game. But this man right there, Faruk Manzo, you question him multiple times, he will respond the way he knows how to do best. Faruk Manzo, what an exceptional performance, and it's the reason why a lot of people keep raving about how good he is. It's the reason why he was champ last year. And look, Tactical has been doing his best as Tactical. Another opportunity to maybe get one more goal and get back to a 2-goal deficit.
Listen.
I mean, 5 minutes plus other time money. Are we in for some more craziness?
I expect it. It is Tactical.
Right
That's
now,
5 minutes is a
I'm
lot of
expecting
time.
Faruk to take the sting out of the game totally. I don't think Tactical will be getting the ball for like the next 2-3 minutes.
I'm not sure we've ever seen this in entirety of the 22-match unbeaten run
from Faruk Mamza, where he has to deploy
the ball management
from 5 minutes away because of the level of opposition he has.
Listen, it is crazy, but I totally understand it. Tactical, what a man.
Listen, going back to it, if you're looking at the scoreline, you do think, oh, maybe Faruk Mamza ran away with this one. But if Tactical has scored 2, 3, 4 chances that he had, which we expected him to bury, if you had been as clinical as his opponent Faruk Mamzo today, would have definitely been saying another story. And this represents, I think, the most clean chance to hand Faruk a loss in the entirety of this league so far.
Well, he's just been inevitable at this point. And with just a couple of games to go in his league campaign, he still goes on the unbeaten run. He is Faruk Manzo of OAS Esports, and he is inevitably the best player from this country, and he's shown it time and time and time again. A lot of people have tried to come for the crown. A lot of people have tried to knock this man off his pitch, but every single time he has a massive response for you. And Tactical did the same again, and the response was still the same. Faruk Manzo's tears clear, head above shoulders over everybody here in the Elite League. Congratulations to him, another 3 points in the bag.
Not just any 3 points, a well-fought 3 points. The 3 points that potentially guarantees he becomes champion for the second time running. Faruk Manzo has done the business today, but congratulations to Tactical for putting up such a fight.
I mean, I think this is a performance that he'll certainly be proud of.
Yes.
In games like this where you are the heavy underdog, like you said, you check the predictions and 99.99% said, you know what, Faruk was going to run away with this one. He ended up being like a 2-goal lead, which I think is still commendable. And Tactical should certainly hold his head up. I think I saw a comment that said, you know what, Tactical should be in the top 4. If he wants anybody to represent Nigeria, he wants Tactical to be in there as well. He's totally in.
It makes a lot of sense because this guy, literally, we started hearing about him in the pro leagues. We didn't know so much. Yes, there have been a couple of mentions of who what he could potentially do. But for the very first time, we saw him early this year in the pro league. We did see him in the Challengers Cup. My bad. But for us in the pro leagues was our first introduction to him at this type of level. And what an introduction that was. Tactical. Imagine what he will be by next year after a whole lot of work has also been put in. Because
I mean, it almost feels like this is actually his debut season.
Yeah, I mean, it is his debut.
Before we didn't ever see him play competitively. I mean, the guys from Port Harcourt who know Tactical pretty well. Was he playing in competitive scenes? Did he play in stakes like this? I mean, not maybe on national stakes like this, but how was his gaming career? And I'd love to have a chat with that man right there. The mentality from him, I think, was top class, and he deserves all of the praise that is coming his way. But in this game as well, I mean, Kingnonex.
Done the business, done the bits very, very well.
Exactly what you'd expect from him. Yesterday was kind of shaky from some of his performance. I was like, it's not really Nonex's style, but he's really laid down the marker in this game and made it not even close with 5 minutes to go against a tricky opponent in KK. I mean, KK's hopes of now top 8 are shrinking at a very fast rate.
I think for someone like Wolevation and Adefola, this represents a proper opportunity to sort of make inroads, especially with KK falling a little bit by the wayside. It is still tight in that particular race for top 8. KK Adefola could still be making it with about 2 games to go for both of them. Let's see how that one ends up. Don't forget, Adefola is going to be in contention, especially going to be playing against Killerfreak. That one is going to be up next after this game on the main broadcast. So ensure you don't go anywhere and stay for that.
Tactical losing, it opens the window for guys like Killerfreak, Budgie Jr., Mitchell to all be in that top 4. Because mind you,
Yeah.
If you know what you want to be in Faruk's camp and say he has confirmed me top 4. Guru, Baji, Mitchell, Tactical, Killerfreak, they are only contention. That's 5 players for 3 spots. And I think it will absolutely go crazy in the last couple of games. But that's all she wrote.
Kingnonex
putting this game to bed in outstanding fashion as we get a little smile from him. He knows the job is not done yet. There's still more games to go. There's still massive opportunities for him to come. But that man there cuts a frustrated figure, and rightly so. KK hasn't played his best FC. But you've got to move on. That's how this league has always been. If you look at your past results, and you are caught in the loss that you've had, you will be found wanting everywhere. I just like when we see like this one all over the place.
I mean, it just tells you a little bit of what goes on before the games actually happen. You can see Imagine, the coach for the legend Adefola in, as he's going to be playing Killerfreak next.
I mean, look at that top code that Faruk, Adefola, Killerfreak having a conversation. Together, and they are having a lovely conversation. While on the other side, you can tell KK is visibly distraught after that performance from him. Kingnonex also enjoying how things are going, but there is the man in your shot. The question has always been, who can stop him? And so far, all the challenges, some have come close,
dropping by the wayside.
But I mean, he's passing all the tests with flying colors.
I feel like the questions left for Faruk Mamzo in this particular competition have been going down by the day. Possibly just 3 more games or 2 more games left for him to potentially mathematically clinch the title again. Well, the action is still going on. Adefola and Killerfreak are going to be happening on the main broadcast next. Anife versus Wolevation also happening up next. We're going to go for a short break, I believe. And when we come back, we're going to give you guys the live action as it happens. This is Game Day 2, Week 4. The action continues on Cade Esports YouTube. We'll be back after this short break.
It's been some impressive games throughout the National Esoccer League, and we totally enjoyed ourselves. So we'll shuffle the pack a bit. Right here by my side, it's a man who came in today with a lot of confidence, has done some incredible business already in the National Esoccer League, but just fell short in that game to Killerfreak. I've got the man all the way from Abuja, Guru, joining me. Guru, welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, yesterday's performance was something that I think a lot of people will write down in history and say, no, not a lot of people have stifled Faruk like that. But coming into that Killerfreak game, I think people expected more from you. Did you expect more from yourself in that game?
I did. I expected more from myself, and I'm really disappointed in how I played. I felt like I would have played better. But when I considered the second goal, that goal was like, FIFA now, EA. Very stupid goal. And I was like, when I considered the goal, well, I lost my head.
The momentum
because I knew that Freak will keep the ball. He's not going to let me get the ball.
And he did very well by keeping the ball. We'll speak a lot about that Guru versus Killerfreak game, but we will be going into another big game, and it's between two very familiar opponents. This is just a rundown to let you guys know how things have been going down here. Killerfreak versus Guru, we told you about that one. Killerfreak winning 6-1. Mr. Oga and Wolevation in that massive battle ended 6 goals apiece, while Faruk Manzo 8-6 in that all-time thriller against Tactical, and Kingnonex 6-1. Now, look, before we even continue, if you've got any questions for Guru, kindly drop them in the chat now. Production team will certainly put it on the screen and we'll be able to ask our man. We don't always get a chance to be on commentary duty with him, so if you've got any questions for Guru, drop them in the chat now. But Guru, these two players, you've played them already. You've played Adefola. You've actually lost to both of them. Yes. How do you think this one is going in? What can you tell us about the play styles about these two guys?
Fola, is someone that loves to control the tempo of the game. Kind of like a balanced player. Skill, he has the flair to his game. But someone like Killerfreak, is also a balanced player. People like to think he attacks so good, but his defending is so good. So it's more like both are balanced players. So it will boil down to who takes the chances. And looking at this game, I feel it's a 50-50 matchup. Fola plays well in practice games. And I'll say it any day, we have the big three in Nigeria. Fola, Killerfreak, and Faruk is up there. Even at this point in time, that skill level is still there. He's so good. It's a 50-50 match.
I mean, the legacy is still there, but right now he's in jeopardy of losing out of a top 8 spot. I mean, come to think of it, the fact that Adefola might not be in the top 8 is actually crazy because he's on the peripheral. The likes of KK, I mean, KK did just lose, but the likes of Wolevation are trying to chime in. The likes of Kingnonex are all in that bracket. Adefola fighting for his life. Look, at this point, Killerfreak is in a race for a top 4 battle, and the people that are above him are in trouble. You're above him right now. Are you a little bit biased to say, I want Adefola to win this one so Killerfreak can get off my back?
Well, Fola will be doing me a great favor if he wins this game. And he will do himself a great favor if he also wins this game for himself. So I believe he should win this game. He can win this game. He has the ability to beat Freak.
Exactly. Once we look at this squad draft, I'm seeing a comment for Guru. So production, kindly get us the questions directly forwarded to Guru on the chat. So if you've got any questions for Guru, drop it in the chat. We'll ask the pro about. So this one is from Sledda Rhymer. It says, Guru, who is your go-to LM? Unlimited budget, no 10 million coin budget. Who's your go-to LM?
Leao.
Rafael Leao, the one Killerfreak is using. Over 3 million coins. So there you have it. FC Fantasy, Rafael Leao. What about budget winger, LM?
Budget Shelling.
If you're on a budget, then your go-to winger LM is Shelling.
So still meta, so
that's our first question for Guru. Keep dropping them directed to the Abuja Pro right beside me. This is how Adefola lines up. Look, Adefola is one of the people that has changed his team a lot over the last couple of weeks. What contributes to you changing your team? Is it after a bad week, or maybe after you feel like EA has kind of nerfed this player a bit, then now you want to change him? What about Fola has caused him to be changing all of his team every single weekend?
Sometimes it's as we have been playing the league, you understand that certain things you look out for. The players that cost you goals, let's say in the defense, and players that made you miss goals in your attack or in the offense. So you look at things like that and you start to augment your squad as the week goes by. And then there are new releases every week. you know, with this team of the season promos. So he does want to get newer cards, try them out, and that's just it.
Oh, interesting. I mean, speaking about the comment that we got earlier, where Guru did say his go-to LM was Rafael Leao. Actually, Killerfreak has that Rafael Leao in his team. This comment from, I know Guru knows him very well. Arif says, Guru probably doesn't know, but he feels like Chawinga is over Rafael Leao for him. What do you think?
Nah, Leao.
You feel like Leao's play styles and everything kind of tops what Chawinga has?
Yeah, it does. This Leao, that card, it glitches a lot. And the guy is so quick. And you know he has this 3-star, it's 5-5. You know, he has the finesse. He has I think he has the press proven, first touch. So these are things that when the game is cagey, you just need quick skills to
Breaking transmission, just a couple of problems, but we sorted it out quickly. The production team getting on hand. We are still in preparation for that massive one. I've still got the Abuja man here with me, Guru, and I was seeing a lot of the questions. Seems like the most popular question I've seen from like 3 people already. Ever since we announced that Abuja vs Lagos is coming on, everybody's asking, who's your top 5 for Abuja?
My top 5, well, of course, me and Faruk.
Okay, that's 2.
Yeah.
We are looking at available players, by the way.
Available players, yeah.
Available
They're
players.
available. Lancelot.
Okay.
Arif.
Arif, okay. That's not a bad pick at all.
Yeah. Ibro.
Ibro.
Yeah.
Those are some very strong. They're telling you that Abuja has depth for you guys to think maybe
there's still Tommy.
Faruk and Guru. Whoa.
There's Tommy.
I've heard that name before. I think that has mentioned that name before.
Yeah.
And this one from Abuja's very own Dongozi says, Guru, so you're in a better position this league than last. But what do you think you should have done better in this scenario? Where it's like the last league, you know, you didn't start particularly well. And then the ending was kind of shaky. What do you think you should have done better this time around?
This time around, or like the previous time or this time?
The previous time. What have you learned from last time that you've taken to this time around?
What I did was I didn't think much about what people were saying, because then in Division 2,
yeah,
a lot of banters left and right. You know, this FC. So I was taking a lot of those comments to heart. So what I did this time is that I tried to zone out some of those things and just focus on what I was doing, my grinding and everything. So mentally, even if I didn't play the game, like there's sometimes maybe light issues, net issues, I won't play. Like this league for a week. But I'll just come and be like, what the fuck? I'll beat some of these guys. I'll just come to the venue and I'm winning. So that's it. So yeah, the mentality and then ensuring that my mental or my mentals is in check.
It's in check. Well, certainly those things are pretty important. Like we said, the games happen concurrently. So Anife versus Wolevation will also be doing what I'm always quite interested in our news team, because I always see one player that's quite surprising. Kanjinga up top is quite surprising to me. Wolevation, we did speak about him earlier in that game against Mr. Oga. Him drawing that game just felt like a massive blow to his top 8 hopes, and him against Anife should be yet another tricky game. Look, the most important thing for Wolevation now is win the 2 games and hopefully results go your way, because right now he's on 8 points, just left the 2 games. If you can pick those points, that makes it for 14 points. And now 14 points is looking impossible, but
yeah, it is.
If you remember how Pro Leagues the last day went, the way that boy qualified, a goal, a points can change so much.
Yeah. Game after game, that boy kept winning and accumulating the points until he secured himself. He got the spots in the Elite League. I think for Wale, if he wins this game, he does himself a whole lot of favor. But the thing is, Anife has been playing well. He hasn't played so well. Like mentally, he's been off. You know, with Cade, you could play so well offline. Maybe champs, rivals, they are playing, you are sitting at home, you are winning. But when you come here, bro, it's different.
Different ball
the gameplay is different. Everything is different. So, for this game, I give the win to Anife.
Well, interesting. We'll see how that one pans out. I've seen comments as well about when you started playing this game, and let's speak about the opportunities that KD Sports have been able to provide for maybe guys like yourself in Abuja who usually don't get this chance to play in here. Talk us through when you started like playing FC seriously. We know maybe everybody started playing casually, but like when you started playing it seriously, who helped you out with the come up and all of that?
I started playing FC back in my university days. Then I was
that's
so bad.
What?
We
say 22. Oh,
yes, something
22,
like that.
23.
Yeah, 22, 23. A guy named GT. Yeah, he brought me on board. Like, he was hosting tournament there. Then he turned his.
You're from Lugbe, right?
Yeah, I'm from Lugbe. Yeah.
Because I remember the Lugbe versus Guaripa battle.
Yeah. But I schooled in Mina.
Okay.
So GT, he used to organize this tournament, and I started participating. He helped me. He guided me, like, kind of like, you know, early on. He helped me become a better player because it was so good. Yeah, it was so good. But then again, from there on, I started playing. Over my foot journey, I think I started with GT, with his accounts. Yeah, from there.
I mean, shouts to GT if he is in the chat. Those type of stories are just inspirational. Everybody has that like one person who kind of introduced them to the system, like making sure that you know that okay, this is actually a thing that you could really delve deep into. And that's it. KD Sports. If you're looking to get in touch with everything happening regarding African esports material, that's the place to go to. Head on to App Store, Play Store, download the app KD Sports. You can head on to the website as well. You find out everything that is indeed happening. I see everybody in the chat calling for the game to happen. You know, we had a little bit of a power issue, so we are now restarting everything, and then the players will certainly get ready to go down. The Adefola versus Killerfreak certainly coming on live. We've had a lot of conversations about who the actual GOAT of FC in Nigeria is. And I know for Abuja, you guys will certainly have maybe Faruk as number 1. I don't know who your top 5 is. I'll put you on the spot right now. All time top 5 FC players in Nigeria. Who have you got?
Okay, all time.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'll put Faruk and Fola number 1. Let me give that to them. Number 1.
Well, you want them to share the number 1 spot?
Yeah, let them share number 1 spot.
Well, that's a first.
Okay.
That's a first.
Carry
on with the list.
Yeah. Fola Faruk, number 1. Then for second, I'll give Oga.
Oga.
Yeah.
Wow.
He won the second biggest
Tournament.
tournament.
I think that the magnitude of that tournament always carry him over in those games.
Yeah.
At the meantime, we'll give you Wolevation versus Anife, another very important game for Wolevation to keep the chances even as slim as it can be. But mind you, the Adefola versus Killerfreak game, there are certain things that will bring it to you. So you've given us Faruk and Adefola number 1. So call them number 2, Mr. Oga. Who goes at number 3 for you?
For number 3, I might put Imagi there.
Imagi? Wow. I mean, Imagi at number 3. Wait, did you actually watch Imagi in his prime?
I got to see him. Yeah, not so much. Yeah. But the thing is, he won Game Ahead.
Yeah.
He won Game Ahead.
So that's pretty.
So
it makes the resume even look better.
Yeah, his
winning
resume
those type of
stats.
big tournament. Exactly.
Yeah, has won lots of.
Where does a guy like Mitchell go in for you? Mitchell, a guy like Killerfreak going for you? Because those are 3 spots taken.
For
So the
Mitchell,
last 2.
I'll rank Mitchell and Arrows number 4. Then Freak should be number 5.
Freak should be number 5. You still think there's maybe
There's
a lot
still more
more
he can
to
do.
do?
Yeah, there's still more he can do.
And I mean, he's still very young. He's still very young. So I'm sure that man will have a lot of tournaments in his sight. We are getting prepped up. We are
There's so much
getting
you can do.
ready for the action. The future is bright for a lot of these players. And for somebody like Killerfreak, you know, the sky is the limit with him. He can only go up from here. We hope for all the best for him. But look in your shots right there. You're seeing players who've laid down the marker with regards to FC here in Nigeria. We're seeing Killerfreak in the shot. Adefola, Imagi, Anife, Wolevation, all of these guys, they certainly paid their quotas, and they definitely deserve the spotlight coming their way. Keep getting the questions in, exactly the ones that are directed towards Guru for what you want to know about the game, because you know what, there's still a lot about the game that people kind of are skeptical about. Because today I was trying to tell guys about the lengthy wingers.
Yeah.
The reason why it must be a must for you. Are all your wingers on lengthy? Your wingers, your fullbacks, your attacker?
Yes.
Wow.
My front line, lengthy. My cam is lengthy. My striker is lengthy. My wingers are lengthy.
That's
so like any player I'm triggering in behind, if you don't watch out, that ball is going on.
And those lengthy players, when they begin running, especially Semenyo, like,
hard to stop.
That guy, you can't touch him as well.
Hard to stop.
You can't touch him at all.
They say if you can't beat them,
join them.
Join them wholeheartedly. That's what I'm doing, bro. Because the game is just, I don't know, it feels like it's rigged at some point. Even when you have a lengthy defender, someone like Shelling, you trigger her early, she's running, you can track the run, the ball can
still. Even the likes of Palestra, O'Reilly, they cannot track
Palestra, that guy is washed.
Oh, you feel like he's washed now?
No.
It was good like a week ago.
Palestra, O'Reilly. Just throw them in the bin.
Well, we get to see how the comments are. When you listed our top 5, I knew there was going to be some
Boyd should be 5th with Freak.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, see the last comment.
Boyd didn't win. Did he win any national tournaments? He hasn't.
Boyd?
Yeah, he hasn't.
I mean, when it comes to the history of Nigerian SC sports, I know
he hasn't.
The guys in the chat will definitely know. So if Boyd has won any national tournament where it's involved everybody,
he doesn't.
He can let us know in the chat. But look at this comment from Adeda. Okay, Mitch remains the best in Lagos. He and Fola in terms of achievement. You think, because when I was asking Manny about the players that have won the most tournaments, he puts Mitch in that category. Don't you think that propels him over a guy like Mr. Oga?
The thing is, the one tournament Oga won outweighs every other tournament Mitchell has won. It's just like you're comparing Champions League to Community Shield, or okay, not Community Shield, but let's say FA Cup. Do you get? What Oga won is
you almost feel like the Champions League.
$10K. You're coming $10K.
It's exactly the same
$10K.
It's exactly the same thing in Ghana as well. Like there are a lot of tournaments around, but then Montana last year found a way to win the biggest ones. He won the Ghana Esports League. He won the places that had like 30,000 Ghana cedis on the line, and the fact that it was the one with the biggest prize pool ever, you kind of put it above everything else, even though maybe other players have won other tournaments.
Yes, that's it. Because you could be accumulating minor tournaments and you feel like your resume is stacked and everything.
I mean, I'm seeing Dutch in the comments really create an agenda for Boyd and saying that he should be ranked over Faruk, saying he won 6 straight major tournaments in Lagos. They're saying
national tournaments. Contender was a natural, not a natural national
Also,
tournament.
Arox won contender.
Yeah.
And that's a national tournament.
Very
That's
big,
a
like
massive
a
win.
very, very big and massive tournament. He beat, guess who he beat in the finals? Faruk.
Wow. I mean, Faruk, maybe at that time he was not as good as he is now, but it's still
Faruk
Faruk
was,
Manzo,
was so good. So good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like when these stories do come up. We need to be able to remember our history because usually there's no like data to be able to go back to say, okay, this was the result back then. But the memories are so
Because
important.
coming to say you want to rank Boyd over Olga, it's insane to me because
Wow.
Yeah, I know the take is valid, but think about it. Olga beats, he's gone to the finals. He beats Faruk. He beat so many top guys. I think he beat Mitch also.
Yeah.
I don't know who beat Fola. Then he got to the finals, it was Boyd. Okay, Boyd beat Fola. He beats Boyd.
So
like, and you know, for instance, in the best of 3 series, so the best player had to win. And Olga.
now this comment from Adeda makes very interesting. Makes it things. They said so because Nottingham Forest won the Champions League, they are a better team than Arsenal. So because he won Integral, he's better than somebody who's.
That's not the only tournament Olga has won. He won PSM last year. He has been winning tournaments every year for the last 5 years. Major tournaments here in Lagos. So you can't overrule that.
So that's the case being made for Mr. Olga. That's the reason why he's put in top 2. Another question about that Faruk versus Adefola one. If Faruk goes on to win this league, that's back-to-back national tournament. Do you think he gets a step above Adefola now for sure? And now they don't have to share that top spot.
He doesn't get the step.
You still think they are still at the same level?
Because if you look at it, it's like Fola has won so many.
I mean,
so many tournaments. And even before Fola won so many, Imagine won so many. You get, and the same thing with Arux and even Mitch too has won. But the thing is, Fola has won a tournament that nobody else has won.
That the EMPFL, that was indeed crazy. Look, I think when we're having the GOAT debate, we kind of neglect a lot of things, which is not fair.
Yeah.
We only look at tournament winnings, but we have to look at longevity, consistency.
Yeah.
Faruk has that, Fola has that. The
Yes.
fact that they are still playing till dates
Exactly.
is absolutely impressive. And that's how you should be having a debate. You have to take all of these things into perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe a guy like Arox, he was good in his prime, but unfortunately, maybe because of a couple of things.
No, he traveled out.
Still, exactly. Still, maybe
but he
doesn't
won.
play
See,
in this vicinity.
Arux bar was like the way Freak is now. That it's looking like he has won the most Lagos tournaments since he came into the scene. That's how Arux was sweeping everything in Lagos, like for years until Boyd came. Boyd was like the independence they needed in Lagos. Arux was just
we love the nostalgic effects these type of conversations bring. Keep them coming in. I believe the matchup is ready.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Right now we can call it old goats versus new goats, new cats versus old cats.
Yeah.
We are ready for action. Joining me in the commentary booth, Guru, currently 2nd place in the league, looking to push for a title charge. I believe Killerfreak and the all-white kids kicking from left to right. Whilst Adefola will deploy all the black. And I'm glad to have Guru here with me. Certainly be pinpointing some very key tactical nuances to all of us here. I mean, I'm a learner myself. I'm still playing the game. I'm still learning a couple of things. So I certainly see Guru by my side. I'll be asking him a couple of questions to help out in such situations. Rafael Leao on the ball, he's been deadly today. And look, Killerfreak throughout the competition, it's kind of made people doubt him a bit about how good he is. But I think today, with exactly how he won against you, he reminded people of how good he was.
Regardless of the results he has been having in the league, he is still very good. He just won a tournament in Ghana. What he did there, not many people can do it.
Exactly. And when you guys are ranking all of your tournaments, you rank Adefola, you rank Faruk. What Freak has done, nobody's been able to do as well. Win a tournament outside of the country. I don't think anybody has gone that far and actually lifted a trophy. Maybe they've got to finals in Cameroon, Ivory Coast. But I beg, I start to be corrected. If any Nigerian has gone outside of Nigeria to win aside Killerfreak, let me know in the chat who it was.
Nobody.
That's why
Nobody.
I think exactly. That's why I think Killerfreak should be rated highly, because if you guys are willing to put Integral up there, EMPFL up there, well, what Freak did was a different gravy as well as Killerfreak would try.
Well, I ranked it based on the earnings.
The earnings, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The earnings.
The earnings as well.
$15,000, $10,000.
I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Arux won, I think, 5 million.
Yeah.
In contender. So that's why I put him top 3 alongside Mitch, because Mitch won Gamer X. He has won Night of Champions. Like this tournaments, like his earnings should be almost around the same marker with Arabs, like 5 million thereabouts. So that's it.
I've seen everybody drop their ranking. This one from Jason Millie says the real ranking is 1 Fola, 2 1 Faruk, 2 Fola, 3 Boyd, 4 Oga, 5 Mitch. This one from Dongozi Abuja, faithful himself. He says Freak, Fola, Imagine, Mitch, and Rocks. That is the list. I mean, people are putting exclamation mark at the end of their list, telling you
can't put
that's
it
the
there just yet.
I'm loving this already. And the Fola first chance.
This is, Fola creates lots of chances, but his finishing has always been something that lets him down.
It's always kind of let him down. And I was having this conversation with Manny. Fola feels like a perfectionist where he wants a clear-cut opportunity.
Because he knows his finishing is bad, especially high-pressured moments like this. It's not easy to angle your analog properly to get that finish. To find the net, it's hard. But the thing is, Fola should do well to finish his chances because this game is all about momentum.
I mean, if you look across the record of the guys that have beaten Killerfreak, they were impeccable with their finishing. You look at Mitchell, Badji, Tactical, all of them.
They took their chances.
Exactly. When it came to them, they did not miss at all. So one thing that a KD sports player has to do is finish off those chances. Like Guru told you guys, he will create those chances at Adefola. That's how good he is.
To crack that one.
But taking them has been the main problem. Killerfreak with Osimhen. I kind of feel like you discovered Osimhen or Noachu. You started using them and I saw everybody joining the bandwagon.
No, the thing is, I'm really good at, building team. So yeah, I know how to find those players that can work. So, and I used them, tested them out, and it worked. So everybody will follow suit. That's us. That's why we're pros. We copy each other.
Exactly. I mean, like you said, if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
If the guy's too good. And I see one guy that everybody has jammed on now, McTominay. Before, maybe not everybody was using him, but now, if you don't have McTominay, it seems like you're joking.
He's meta.
He is meta.
Finesse,
I think he's above 1 million coins now.
Yeah. Right now, 900.
900k.
Yeah.
If you've got 900k in your bank, of course, an ultimate team, cop McTominay, man. That guy is absolutely incredible. Speaking of copying players, La Liga team of the season is out, but I'm not seeing a lot of La Liga players in people's spots.
They're expensive.
They are very expensive.
And not many metas.
I mean, I've been saying that my luck has been bad with EA, but I'm happy to announce that this morning I actually finished my champs. And guess who I packed? Lamine Yamal.
Wait,
15 million points. He's untradeable though.
See,
red picks. By God, Lamine Yamal. Finally, EA blessed
you
me.
need to tell us what you're doing with EA because you've packed Semedo, you've been packing good cards. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
What's your secret?
I don't have any secret. Maybe.
No. You need to spill, bro.
You know what? We might probably drop a video on that one, but I did get Lamine. But if you pack anything crazy, you can let us know what you got in the chat. I just got handed Lamine. I'll surely be testing him out in the next couple of weeks. There is Adefola again, just on the end of that box. Can't put it together on that time, and now Killerfreak will be in transition. Game Evo's Killerfreak. Can he push towards maybe getting a first goal in this game? Great touch. Adefola's defending very good this time around.
We played practice games this morning. We played so well. I told him if you come to Cade and you play this way, you shouldn't be losing to anyone. So let's see if my prediction will be right.
There's no way. Or here in this, someone says you packed the amount tradable. Wow. There's actually no way. As a two ball will come in, they are Anife special. The Anife special. This is how he knows to play best. His through balls are different. That's how to describe Anife gameplay. Same thing. Through ball comes in, and I believe Shelling will get there first. That's what you were saying. Palestra was running with her, but she found a way to get the ball.
And you know why? Palestra, like I said,
he's washed.
Bean.
Wow.
Wow. Bean.
I mean, it's a Palestra is washed. What do you guys think? Is he still good enough to be your starting fullback? I mean, who do you recommend that right back? Just before you give me your thoughts on that one. Ooh, Adefola.
Freak's defending is so good. He switches so well, covers the spaces, and doesn't give you much time to think. I think that's one of the secrets to defending good.
Through ball comes in. Killerfreak in pole position. Liao! First massive chance, and he obliges with the first goal on board. Adefola, the tracking of the run, maybe not the best.
You can't really blame him. It was a fast counter. And the thing is, once the momentum shifts, everything just works against your favor. Like, the game is just insane. Fola has been missing his chances, And that's the thing about this game. Once you miss your chances, you get punished. And you get punished fast. So the thing is, let's see how Fola responds to this.
Well, the punishment
Yes.
came in heavy for Fola. In poor position. Will not miss from there.
Good goal.
He has been missing a couple of ones. But you do not expect that run to continue.
When I'm playing Fola, I hate this. It scores a lot of kickoff.
Oh, right from kickoff?
Yeah. This should be right. This is right from kickoff.
Interesting. maybe it's the OG way, because you know what, if you've been playing this game for a very long time, you know there were previous iterations of FC or FIFA where kickoff was working. So
yeah.
I think he's combined the different styles of scoring from kickoff, put it into this one, and that's how come
he does it so well.
I mean, you're speaking about right back. You said Palestra is watch. If Palestra is watch, I'm using Palestra now. Who do we get now into our teams?
Well,
any recommendations? Killerfreak knocked down to Shellen. It didn't take him too much time to regain the lead. Immediately, Adefola sleeps at the back. Killerfreak back in it.
That should, that knockdown, I think it's from Palestra's. Anyway, as for me, I'm using Pubil.
You're using who?
Pubil.
Pubil, okay.
Yeah.
I actually packed him, but I didn't really make...
It's a cheap card, but he does the job.
He does the job.
He has area fortress. In that scenario there, he would have defended that pretty good.
Interesting.
But Palestra always let you down. The guy is just a fraud.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a fraud.
Palestra. I mean, a guy who was a constant feature last week.
No, the thing is, he's usable. He's usable.
But you're saying he's not the best.
He's not the best option.
Interesting freak. And again, this time through Osimhen. And he could make things interesting as he went for the low-driven finesse. Look, Osimhen, the fact that he's that bulky, has the physicality and the lengthy running style makes him even more deadly. And from the corner kick routines, this one is totally unstoppable.
It's on fire.
Killerfreak. Well,
fire.
Last week didn't go well for him. Today, it's a different story altogether. 2 games. And he's about to walk away with 2 important wins.
I don't think Fola should let him score any goal going forward. He needs to reply back. He needs a goal back. He needs a goal back.
Well, we know with Killerfreak, once you let the game get away from you for too long, you put yourself in hot water. And I mean, the man beside me, he did feel that heat a bit when he let the game get away from him. That first time, I think Killerfreak just totally dominated against you. And you just couldn't come back.
Yeah, he dominated from start to finish. I feel I let myself down in how I played. Would have played much better. And, well, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some.
Fola, with just 3 minutes plus added time to go in this south, we'll try another attempt. Feeble attempt as the goalkeeper will parry that one away. As we see, the changes do come in. Maybe they are the cavalry for Adefola in this game. It's just that as we get closer to the end of the day's action, this is the National Esoccer Elite League brought to you by KD Sports in partnership with Game Evo, Game Pride IO, Esports Africa News, Wager, You Game Me, OAS Esports, Trace, all these partners on board making this possible. As we approach the final 2 minutes of this game, Adefola cannot afford to concede one more goal, or else this game could be done and dusted in this first half. He led by 3 against Guru in the first half, and we all saw how that one ended. Adefola trying his best to keep this one just that 2-goal margin, or maybe even less. But he loses out on possession and final attack in this half. Killerfreak with a player lock in space. Can he find the right decision with Shellen?
Wow.
The low driven, well saved by Buffon.
This Buffon, I didn't expect him to make that save. Also on fraud watch. Buffon. Yeah.
I mean, these days, who is even the best goalkeeper?
Well, I think
you almost feel like no goalkeeper
Yashin
can vindicate themselves.
Yashin.
You know one goalkeeper that has really put himself up there during the pro leagues? Vicario. He's the only one that I can say, okay. He really did
Vicario, he saved us a lot.
But the rest, oh my God, it's been absolutely
I think Yashin has helped me a lot in goal. Yeah, he did a lot for me over the past few weeks. I think Fola hasn't played so bad in this game. He just needs to create more chances and then, score the goals he creates, or score the chances he creates, because you could dominate the game, maybe control the game, play flair, skillful FIFA and all that, but if you are not scoring goals, man.
Let's talk about build-up against a difficult opponent like Killerfreak, where he makes it tough for you because of that press.
Yeah, very tough.
How do you build up? You go down the wing, Do you try to force it through the middle?
Well,
do
I
you
feel-
utilize the use of the player locks? What do you do in such scenarios when
I think
someone is pressing you that aggressively?
with the triggers, you buy yourself a lot of space. When you trigger lots of players going forward,
Of
buy
course,
yourself
you
a
have
lot-
to react to chase
you have to
that,
react.
that guy running. Yeah.
So the thing Fola needs to do in this game,
Well, is that onside for McTominay?
I think that should be offside.
I think that should be What's actually on? And he's
Fola,
missed this.
Fola needs to do
That's
better.
another
He
massive
needs to
chance
do
spin.
better with his finishing.
Wow, well, Wolevation says if Anife can play those through balls, so can I. He executes it
Good goal.
to
very good goal.
perfection. And it's 2-2 in that game. Keep dropping your questions for the Abuja athlete guru. Mind you, Lagos versus Abuja will be coming out pretty soon, right after the National Esoccer League. Make sure you're logged into everything KD Sports is doing. We've got a massive package for you with regards to esports here in Nigeria and, of course, beyond Nigeria as well. Domoni Fola gaining momentum. Can he find something to hold on to in this attacking sequence? Just there looking like maybe short of ideas a bit, but fortunately bounces back for him. It's some brilliant passing and quite unfortunate, just whiskers wide of the post.
This game should be level at this point in time.
I mean, he's had chances.
Yeah, he's created a lot of chances. He has. But
He
this
has
is,
had.
this is the thing with Fola that has let him down a lot of times in this league. His finishing is so poor. Like, some people saw my stats yesterday with Faruk. They were like, he had only 3 shots. And I'm like, oh, that's all I needed. If you have 14 shots and you score 2, that's on you. If I had 3 shots and I scored 2,
that just shows how clinical I am.
Exactly, you should be efficient in this game.
I mean, efficiency is the hallmark for Guru in this one. I think we got a major update. I believe that
This is the
Wolevation
thing
versus
Fola
Anife
does
game.
that, I really don't like. You see that run there, you should let that player run fully.
Oh, he's actually going with the R1 dribbling in that situation.
No, not around.
You're saying
He
he should go the
triggered,
full run.
he triggered the player and he called that shot.
Oh.
He didn't have to. Make free worry about that run and then think of doing something else.
I mean, you see the conversations going on between Guru and I. These are the types of scenarios that you would encounter when playing this game, and
Because
you
when
really
you're playing
take them serious.
a player who is so good.
Oh, Killerfreak bodies his opponent through Sa. Listen to what the goalkeeper.
Good,
And a
good,
goal
good.
line clearance comes in for Fola.
Good
Could
defending.
that be the moment that changes this whole game? Can that one be the momentum shifter? Fola on the break.
Fola needs to score a goal here.
I mean, if he can make good use of this opportunity,
the momentum will shift. He needs a goal.
certainly.
That was poor. Fola needs a goal and he needs it quickly. The momentum might be in his favor right now, and so he should score a goal. Good.
I mean, now he's leaving the window open with those missed chances for Killerfreak to just break away. As that update comes in, it is Anife. He might be down and out of the Elite League, but he will show the mentality of a warrior. He will finish in strong fashion. Through ball comes in. Fola into the money.
Good
It is perfect. It's brilliant FC at its finest. And now we have a serious game on our hands.
Serious game, bro, because Fola is playing exquisite FIFA. You know, this is what he's known for. He plays FIFA the way FIFA should be played. Not like us. We love to exploit.
I like the fact that you're taking accountability.
No, yeah, I'm a rat. I find the most effective way to play.
Can all the guys who clip and post on WhatsApp channels claim this part? He says he's a rat. He's told you. He's proudly saying
I own
it.
up to my sheets. Like, I'm a rat. So, and this game wants you to play that way at times. But that's not the way you should be playing. Fola plays the game, it's fun to watch in the eyes, things like that. But
the thing is, does it get results every single time? Buffon coming outside to make a massive save, and in this one, Anife is running away with it. 5-3 on the scoreboard for that one. Killerfreak needs that goal for the breathing room. I mean, Buffon has been excellent so far for Adefola in this game. When he calls him out, he's making the saves one-on-one. He's preventing Killerfreak from being comfortable. But you almost feel like with this momentum kind of hanging in the balance, it's anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, like if Fola scores the next goal, Freak will be in a whole lot of trouble. Let's see.
Shelling to get there first. We always know about her dangers in that scenario. I mean, I was expecting the finesse play style to pop on her head, but surprisingly so, it didn't come. in that sense. Look, the context is Fola is fighting for a top 8 finish. Killerfreak, even though his chances are slim, a top 4 finish is still in the works. For him, he needs maximum points in this game to keep the dream alive. I know his main dream coming into the league was to win it, but that ship has kind of sailed, and now he needs to move on to other targets, and this is the target right in front of him. Make top 4. He needs to get maximum points from this game as he pushes with Di Maria onside from Sa. I mean, it's feeling like Sa is one of the best right wingers in this game.
One of the best. He is meta. So good, and he glitches. That's what that matters. When you're selecting your players, you need the players that, 50-50 maybe moments in the game, they always win it. You can see the way Faruk uses the Sa so well. Like, he shoots from weird angles and he's scoring. We see
Fola, another opportunity. I think if we look at the chart, the number of shots Fola has had is absolutely insane. As he has that conversation with Emojis. Look, with the way he plays and the number of chances that he creates, somebody can call him unlucky, but I don't think that's the right word to use.
I think it boils down to skill.
Exactly. Maybe it is a skill issue. Finishing issue.
Because in training, in practice games, he misses like this. So it's now a question of, could it be the mentality? So it's all about the way he's angling his shots. I think that's what it boils down to. So, I don't know.
Look, the shooting mechanics has changed throughout the iterations of FC. Before then, we didn't have any precision shooting. We didn't have time finishing. Then they take out time finishing. You have to learn precision shooting. All of these things, maybe they play a part in him not finishing at the top tier level.
It's easier to score now. No keeper movements, one. So, like, when you have these chances, if you could create these chances, you should be able to score. But for most of the times, 10 out of, let's say 5 out of 10, he shoots straight at goal.
Well, with 13 minutes to go, there's your cue right at the bottom of your screen. You see it. We have started making noise. Faruk Manzo will be in action and potentially his biggest game at Fola.
That's it. It's not
his level.
Don't complicate things.
With all of that space to work with, Killerfreak now in trouble of giving up this lead. There's still some fight left in it. Wow. I mean, last 10 minutes ago, it could be chaotic.
Yeah, it should be chaotic. That's what the viewers want to see. And the thing is, like I said, like I predicted, I gave Fola the win in this matchup because the way he was playing this morning, wow.
I mean,
that was
Wolevation and Anife's through passes are just crazy.
That was a good pass.
The vision to be able to play that pass, right, just tells you that you're playing with so much open space. Killerfreak, though, knowing how important this win is, has created the space and it makes it count. He's back where it started, in the lead again, and fully deserved. I mean, Fola would just feel so disappointed after doing all the work to come back and then let the lead go again.
What happened there was poor defending. Yeah, he should have used the CM. Like people will say, I use AI defending a lot. Because I want to avoid things like that. At that moment, he should have been, his cursor should have been on McTominay. You understand? Like, you see there, he was using his CBs. When you switch to your CBs, just know you're exposed. I
mean, Wolevation is not giving up. He's still in this one. And an audacious
comeback will be crazy.
6-5, 11 goal thriller in that one as well. I'll give you all of the updates of it. But before these games end, make sure you don't go anywhere after the final whistle goes, because we've got a massive, massive game. Faruk Manzo, in his bid to win the title, if he wins his next games, if you look at the mathematical calculations going on, he could potentially seal it. And it is coming against the Pro League's champion himself in Kingnonex. And mind you, Kingnonex is fighting for a top 4 finish, so he cannot afford to lose that game. That one is up next right after this. So if you are in your sofa, make sure you add your popcorn as well, because the entertainment keeps adding on to itself. That will be right next after this. So make sure to be there as well. But now full focus on this one. We saw them going into the post. If you're in Fola situation, are you going full press?
He needs to throw everything at this point. Full press, full attacks. Because you have nothing else to lose. He might not make the top 8. So he just needs to unleash everything he can do. Going forward, he needs to throw everything at Freak right now.
Well,
And
he'll
that's just the
certainly
thing.
throw everything he's got in the kitchen sink at it. And we know with game management, Killerfreak can
He's
do
so
that and
good.
do that
He's so
very
good.
well. He's still
so good
holding
at
on to
what he
the
does.
ball.
So good.
And we'll certainly take the sting out of the game as well as we see the ball skewed from Adefola. And for Killerfreak, he wouldn't want this ball to go out of play. He'd want to play it out before maybe Adefola makes that change.
I think
and
holding the ball at the back
affects different
is,
tactics.
Yeah. I think holding the ball at the back is the wrong move. But let's see.
Well, 2 minutes plus added time to go. He's still in pole position to secure 3 points. Killerfreak on his way to make it 2 wins out of 2 for today and keep that hope of finishing top 4 alive. The ball breaks into space. Adefola will win it with 1 minute plus added time to go. Has the drama finished? Has the drama finished? Adefola with that final pass right there. Not good enough to break the lines.
That was
And
poor.
it seems like Killerfreak will hold on. He will hold on to another famous victory. You question whether he still got it. Well, Game Evil's Killerfreak still has it in him. And you see the massive sigh of relief from him. It wasn't easy to do this, but he's carried on with yet another win. And the disappointment from Fola clearly showing on his face.
Fola flopped that last chance. What he would have done, he triggered the player, he would have used the player lock to call
To bring him back.
Yeah, no, to bring the striker. So that he gives the ball to the striker and then
use that run.
Yeah, use the run to bait Freak and then you trigger the next, things like that. But it was too predictable what he did.
And that's what pressure does to you because his last attack, you have to be perfect. Your hands can be shaky. But we cannot make that excuse for an experienced man like him.
He should be used to it. People like us should be saying, oh, we're pressured. I'm coming from Abuja. I don't get to play things like this all the time. But, someone like Fola is used to things like this. In fact, like, out of the big three, I always say, like, he is the most. Like, when it comes to the mentality, he is the most confident. He loves, he assumes confidence. When he plays, you can tell. You will beat Fola like 4. You will be laughing, smiling. That's the Fola we know. But with this kid, we're not really seeing that. And let's see, going forward, I know he will be back. So this is just a minor setback. And that's it.
Well, you heard it from Guru. It says minor setback, possibly for a major comeback. But that is a massive dent in Adefola's hopes of finishing top 8. Guru, if I had to put you on the spot to make your prediction, who will finish top 4 in the league right now?
Top 4.
What the standings are looking like.
Put me on
not in any particular order, just 4 names.
Not in it. Of course, Faruk.
Faruk looks like he has clinched.
He has clinched. But that second position, well, I don't know.
You don't want to put yourself?
Of course, I'm putting myself.
So yourself, Faruk, last 2?
Well, my target was 2. If I had beaten Freak,
you could have certainly gotten it.
Yeah. But with this, I can't tell right now. But hopefully, I get top 4. Hopefully. But if I'm banking on the form of the players currently, I'll say, okay, myself, tactical. Mitch is still in the equation. I don't know, Baji can still pull up a miracle. If he beats Faruk, he beats Anife. He would have maximum of 25 points.
Yeah, I think he's also on like 20, is it 18?
He's on 18 points.
Yeah, 18. So he will have 26 points, I believe. 26. Plus those 6 points, 24.
24, yeah. Okay, we have 24. Oh, 24, okay. So it's still open.
It's still very open in that top 4 battle. Of course, the permutations and combinations are coming. I'm seeing guys ask for the table in the chat. I'm sure the production team is working on that to give us the leaderboard. But that's how things wrapped up for that 3rd round of action. But we are gearing up for something special. Could this game be the coronation for Faruk to secure the league title yet again? Or could the man who came in as Pro League champion spoil the party? It's up next. Right after this, we've got Faruk Manzo coming up against Kingnonex after this break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Keep spamming the likes. Keep telling us who you'd win. And make sure to get your predictions in on Instagram, KD Sports Channel. And certainly, we'll know who goes on to win prediction. But for the guys asking for leaderboard right after this break, we'll make it available for you. So don't go anywhere. Faruk versus Kingnonex coming right up. We'll be back.
Are you building?
Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm one of the co-founders at Wager. Let me tell you a story about my friend Daniel. He's probably one of the best gamers that I know at my game hub, and only those at the game hub actually know about this. Not you watching me. Another critical problem for Daniel is that he has never been able to monetize his gaming skills. And that is the same story for tens of millions of gamers out there. And this is why we built Wager. Gaming shouldn't just bring us together, but actually make us millionaires. Ready to start earning from gaming? Welcome to the new economy where gaming now pays. Join millions of gamers today at wager.co.
Back into the studio. We are back where the action is hot and everything we promised you right from the very start. I believe we have given you guys. We did see the game between Killerfreak and Adefola. That one went right down to the wire. Well, I have the one and only Killerfreak in the studio with me, man. How you feeling? Especially after that game, I believe it was a very, very tough one for you, but you were able to get the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, Fola is one of the best players in my opinion, and a very tough match. Every time I face him, it's always a struggle. I'm familiar with how he plays, so I'm glad to get the 3 points, man. 4-3 win.
Wow, 4-3 win. I was asking you a question off camera. I want to ask you right now because very soon we're going to open the line to the chat for the guys to have some conversations with you.
Yeah.
So far, so good. From the time you hit out, I think I would say you came onto the scene, you burst onto the scene because it was like nobody knew you, and then all of a sudden everybody had your name in their lips. Do you think this is the toughest opposition or competition you have played in Nigeria gaming scene?
I mean, I won't say it's the toughest, but I would definitely say it's the most competitive. I mean, the toughest doesn't have to do with player quality; it just has to do with how, like for example, the Abuja AMPFL qualification. I think that was my hardest.
That was your hardest.
It was one of my first big tournaments coming into the scene.
Okay.
The whole Abuja crowd was against me. So, but in terms of competitiveness, like I think this is the best.
This is the best.
This is the best. Yeah, there's so many good players in the league today. So,
wow. Well, we have. After today, this is going to be the last game, the game between Faruk and Kingnonex. We're going to have another extra week, the final week of the action. Week 5 is coming up next week, Saturday. Again, we tell you guys, every single time is a Saturday and a Sunday. Ensure you keep your dates free because we're giving you guys the absolute best, the absolute entertainment that is FC26. Brought to you by Cade Esports in partnership with Game Evolution Studios, Game Pride, our newest sponsors for this year's National Elite League wager. And you gaming. Now, I was going to ask you a question. Looking at this game, when you look at the tactical game with Faruk Mamzo, how close that game was. And you're looking at this game. What are you expecting Kingnonex to do to get some points off Faruk Mamzo?
Yeah, I mean, he has momentum. He hasn't really lost a match yet. One draw. But in terms of what Nonex, the game plan should be is, I don't think he should play the way he normally plays. You know, Nonex is a very fast attacking. He wants to go end-to-end football, and I think anyone going end-to-end football with Faruk is not smart. I think he has the ability because I think Faruk is one of the best defenders. So imagine being one of the best defenders and also being one of the best attackers. So it's like if you make the game end-to-end, it might not end well for you. So I think the best thing to do for players against Faruk is just hold the ball. Frustrate your opponents as much as you can. Obviously attack still, but don't be in a rush to counter and try and get goals, man.
Okay, so this is interesting because if you look at what happened in the game between Tactical and Faruk, Tactical went end-to-end with Faruk Mamzo. Yeah, there were chances I personally think he should have scored. I think if it was a Faruk in that position, if it was a youth was potentially in that position, you would be scoring those goals. Yeah. Don't you think like it could have swayed in his favor?
Yeah, I mean the thing about FIFA is just it's momentum based. So for example, Tactical had a very good chance. It was 2-2 at some point. Yeah. Then it was 3-2. I think at the time when I think at the point where it was 2-2, I feel like just hold the ball for a bit, slow him down there because you know you're a newcomer. Faruk has been doing this. Yeah. Let him feel the pressure that I don't want a newcomer to beat me. So when the game became 6-2, I mean, it felt like it was gone, but Tactical did play well, so I'll give him his props.
All right, I'm looking at the leaderboard on the screen at the moment. Faruk leading the Lions, 25 points after 9 games played. Mitchell close behind with 22 points. Guru still on 22 points. He did play the game earlier on to match Mitchell's 11 games played on 22 points now. Killerfreak, you yourself, after that win against Adefola, you've made a huge leap, and now you are back in the top 4 conversations, 21 points.
Yeah, funny enough, I think Guru and Mitch are their final matches. Oh. So it's almost like whoever loses, I get third place.
You get third place.
That's if I win my match. And if they draw and I win, I get second place. So because I think I'm beating them on goal difference. So, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Baji in 5th position, 18 points after playing 10 games. But also interesting for me is the fact that Baji has one more game to play to match your 11 games played. Well, we'll find out what happens on the final day. Kingnonex, 17 points after 9 games played. Tactical has 17 points after 10 games played. And KK, who's going to make up right now the top 8, is on 13 points after 10 games played. What are you looking at for the guys who are on 9th to 13th? Well, I mean, for them, do you think the series over?
I mean, it's crazy looking at the table now. Some names I wouldn't have expected on the bottom half. Fola, Fola is there. He has 12 points though, so maybe he can make the top 8 if KK drops. One more game to go, but the top 7, wow. Very, very interesting. Very, very close. From 1 to 2nd, bro, wow. Like, it's a very, very good league. I'm very interested to see how this plays out, man.
Yep. Well, let's look at the head-to-head currently for the last game on the broadcast today. Faruk and Kingnonex. Faruk with a win percentage of 61%. Kingnonex has an 18% win rate right now.
Wow, 18.
Before we even go into anything further, guys, if you need If you think you can predict the score line accurately, head over to Instagram right now. Go to Kate Esports channel on Instagram. Drop your predictions. The person who wins the right scores could definitely be taking home some cool cash. Listen, in the pro leagues, I made a lot of right predictions. I got a whole lot of.
Really?
I mean, the ones that were off camera, yeah, you can ask Slimo.
Yeah.
But in the elite division, I think the closest I ever got to was when I predicted Faruk, and who was that he beat 8-2? I went for a 9-2. And then, yeah, Faruk went for the 8-2. So for me, I'm looking at it like, it seems like the elite division is crazier.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even predict what happens.
Yeah, you can't predict what happens. There's too many underrated players, and
Yeah.
a lot of people that are just very good at the game. And yeah, I mean, F76 is also very unpredictable too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean.
Well, 1 draw for Faruk, 2 draws for Kingnonex, 2 losses for Kingnonex, none for Faruk Mamzu.
I mean, yeah,
60
like
goals scored.
what I was talking about, if you look at the goal against and the goal for, look at
Yeah.
the ratio when you're comparing the two players.
It is
I mean,
crazy when you look
End-to-end
at it.
football against Faruk is going to be a disaster if that's your game plan against them. So, I mean, like I said, try and control the game, try and frustrate him.
Yeah.
And yeah, that should help you in the match, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Let's look at KK and Mr. Oga. That's the game that's going to be happening in the secondary broadcast. KK on 56 win rate.
KK with 65 goals in the league?
Yes.
He's stopping
Against.
Faruk?
No, against.
Oh, against.
That's
Okay,
against.
my bad.
So I was going to ask you, because
Wow.
if you look at KK, I think
Yeah.
he's one of those ones who really started out well and then fizzled out in the middle. And now it seems like he's picking up a little bit of pace again. He didn't lose it earlier on today. But did you expect that he would be fighting for the 8th position right now based on his heroics from the Pro League?
I mean, based off the names of the top 8 right now, I would say, yeah, I think KK I was envisioning bottom half. I mean,
Okay.
to get to the top 8, you have to be tactical.
Yeah.
Baji, Mitch, me, Faruk. So it's almost like, yeah, but I mean, he's picking up form now. Maybe you might say it's a little bit too late, but hopefully he can secure his top 8 spot, man.
I mean, he has Mr. Oga on the other side
Yeah.
of the fence. He has to beat the Mr. Original Athlete himself. For Oga, there have been conversations that this could potentially be his last competitive game at this level.
Come on,
Do you think
Mr.
it's going to
Oga.
be a miss?
Ah.
I mean,
who miss content? Come
Yeah.
on, man. That's content right there. But if you look at the goal difference, man, between them, 58 to 34. That's about 24 more goals KK has scored. So, I mean, this should be a high-end scoring game, hopefully. But I think KK is struggling with the defense, man. You can't be
you
conceding more
can't
goals
concede
than
more than you've scored. And for someone who has scored a whole lot of goals,
yeah, that's
it
really
looks
bad.
bad.
But let's see how the game turns out, man. Hopefully that's a good one.
2 wins and 1 draw is what Mr. Oga has so far. And this is 10 games played for Mr. Oga, 10 games were played for KK. So both of them are going to be having 11 games played after their game today, leaving them with just 1 more game to round off their time here at the Elite Division. KK is the one who could potentially, if you guess this game over the line, potentially he has sealed his place.
Oh, match boys about to play right now. Faruk and Kingnonex.
Let's go.
Wow, I'm very excited for this match, Manny.
Now you're looking at this game now. I want to get your thoughts on who you think should be taking this one home.
Come on. You know who I think? I back my boy every single day of the week. Faruk
Faruk?
Manzo, man. Come on. Tournament experience, skill
Mad.
level is there, defending is there. Who else but Faruk Manzo himself, man?
Do you think the Ibotola sort of helped him, with the quality of competition of opposition he played in Ibotola sort of helped ensure? I mean, he has always had that talent.
Yeah.
The first winner of the Elite Division, the maiden edition of the Elite Division, now going to Ibotola in Morocco and doing all of that as a
Kingnonex? Kingnonex, okay.
Okay, what a way to start.
What's a finesse from Dominic right there? Wow, what a skill against the big Faruk.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
we
it seems
love
like
this.
he's beginning to do this time and time again, especially
Yeah.
against the big boys. He did this one
Yeah.
against you yesterday. We're able to come back from that one. The skill move, it just like he pops it out of nowhere and is able to catch you on the counter.
I mean, wow. I mean, I said he should control the game, but Nonex wants to start off very, very quick. Hopefully, I mean, he can keep the momentum going, but Faruk on the counter right now with McTominay.
Wow. Okay. We've started this one out the exact way we want to always start this one out. I'll go for Kingnonex now. All the job has to be done by Faruk Mamzo. Well, I don't think it's out of it entirely. He's the man we know can step up in big moments like this, as he would have Nico O'Reilly and he would try to start this one. I have the comments. None of come out here, man. Listen, there's a kind of opposition you face,
Yeah.
Your life has passed all of these fashion
You have to
things.
take off some clothes, man, for some opponents. But we have Verman on the ball. Faruk looking for that goal back, man. Chawinga. Interesting to see in Chawinga today. 3.5 million card right there. Nonex great defending, by the way. Wow.
What a goal. That's holistic. Holistic, I tell you. We were shocked. The skill move absolutely exquisite. Created enough space, and wow, the idea is starts very, very well for Kingnonex and his team, and I believe he started very well. Faruk Mamzo has the ball now, has been trying to frustrate those intricate passes from Kingnonex in the middle of the pitch after that first goal went in. I think that's a good idea.
Funny enough, this game is 10 minutes gone, and Nonex is winning still. I mean, wow, I did not predict Nonex to take the lead at first, but I mean, let's see what Faruk's mentality can give him. And the way the game is shaping up right now, it almost looks like Nonex is sitting back and playing for the quick counters, which is almost like Faruk's type of gameplay. So hopefully this is going to be a very interesting match, man.
I mean, I spoke to Faruk earlier on after the first game, and what he said to me? He said, right now he wants to find a way to win the league. The unbeaten is not in his mind, but if he comes, I mean, he's going to take it with both hands. And this is an opportunity for him to get this one over the line. I think this is potentially his toughest match right now before he plays you. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, come on, me and Faruk is almost like yin and yang, man. If there's no Faruk, there's no Killerfreak in the tournament. So it's very interesting to see how he's going to play against Nonex. I'm not going to lie, Nonex is looking very sharp.
Yeah, very resolute. I mean, especially in the way he's cutting out the passing lanes. It's like he's reading off every single thing Faruk Mamzo has to offer. Wow, what a way to start this one.
If you just look at Nonex's attack, he has about 4 players almost running forward every single time he's about to counter.
I mean, nice reading there from Nico.
He is reading the play right now. I'm very impressed by the way he started. Hopefully, it's a 9 minutes half.
Yeah,
momentum switches, very long. It's only 50 minutes into 10 minutes. Faruk on the attack, Verman, passing to Faruk. Oh my God.
Is that a corner?
That is a big save from Mike.
That is amazing.
Corner comes in, McTominay.
Oh, you can call it lucky, but he made his own luck.
You make your own luck. He makes up for the miss right there. And big boy Faruk Manzo. Come on, man, let's go.
Faruk, come out headset. Aura the aura. I like this comment. Rico, keep it coming. Listen, that's how we told you guys this is the elite level. I'm going back to, I think in week 2, we saw a particular comment. I've never gotten that comment off my head. He said, this is truly the elite level, the elite of the elites. The very, very best going up against each other. 13 people started this journey. And it's almost down to the wire. We have just 1 more or 2 more game weeks. 1 more game week and 2 game days, I believe, for us to wrap this entire thing up. It's a really amazing one. As Kingnonex will be looking to get back his lead potentially, or sort of ensure that he takes at least something from this game into halftime.
Yeah, I mean, look at the momentum switch. I mean, it's just only been a 2-minute difference.
Yeah.
Faruk got a goal, and it looks like a completely different game. And the most important thing, I don't know if Nonex has a coach right now, but to tell him is, nothing has changed.
Yeah.
It's just 1-1. It's 20 minutes in. You just need to attack the same way, the same intensity that you started with, and the goal will come for sure.
Listen, okay, so I have a comment from Kudus as Faruk will be looking to make inroads into Nonex 18-yard box. It has been very, very cagey since Nonex started this game very, very well. Why does top 4 or top 8 matter when if Nonex wins, he wins the league? Because if you're mentioning top 8 like it's important, it is very important. Listen, it's not just about winning the competition. It's about staying in the elite division. 5 players will be relegated back to the pro leagues. And I mean, we did see the pro leagues earlier on in January.
Oh, Nonex. Gets the rebound.
He went for the low driven.
Oh, he went for the low driven. I mean, based off what everyone has been going for lately, the low driven has been working perfectly well. But it doesn't go from Nonex. The Osimhen on the ball turns perfectly. Oh, Pina heads the ball out. Wow.
Pina, of all people on defensive duty, doing the exact job Faruk Mamzo would want her to do.
He gets another opportunity right there. Oh my God. Wow, he went for a street. I can't believe that almost actually went in. That angle was very tight.
Very, very tight. But how close was that one? Low driven effort. The goalkeeper saved it. This time he went for the normal shot and it was just the post.
Faruk on the other side of the ball. Ajibide. Last minute tackle there from Nico O'Reilly, man. Everyone's using this left back.
Very, very important.
And you can see
what
a...
Can he get there before the goalkeeper?
He looks like he will get there. O'Reilly. Oh, nice.
All right, O'Reilly.
I mean,
definitely
anyone listening to me commenting right now, it might look like I have a favorite, but I'm genuinely enjoying this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a very nice start to the game, man. 28 minutes in. Kingnonex. Faruk, great defending right there. Ajibide.
Faruk, Ajibade. We've seen a whole lot of people.
Look at that runner right there. Manny. It's looking dangerous for Faruk. Manzo. Good twist.
I like that tackle.
Beautiful defending.
Standing tackle from
beautiful
everywhere.
Defending. If you notice, they had a runner on the left side. It's almost like if he missed that tackle, that was a goal.
What we missed out that comment from Adeleke saying one thing he loves about Kingnonex is that he's always confident and clinical. That's why he is the Pro Leagues champion. The man who for 7 weeks in the Pro Leagues was near perfect and was able to clinch that particular win, cementing his status as a rising star indeed.
Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is almost similar to the game against Tactical. I know it was 2-2. Now it's 1-1. This is what I'm trying to say. Control the game. I know you're chasing the goal ball. Don't get lost in the attack. People like Faruk Manzo, all it takes is 1-2 goals, and that's the end of the game. Eunice!
Oh, maybe the Nepal should have been better, but that one so good.
Wow. Okay, maybe don't take advice from Killerfreak. Kingnonex, you are playing very well right now. You just need to put the ball into the net. Wow.
But you know what? I'm scared for Kingnonex as we see an update from the game between KK and Mr. Oga.
Oh, come on. It's not possible.
Would be going down by 2 goals against KK. The man is back. It does look like it's going to be helping.
Oh, Oga takes a goal here. It looks like one-on-one chance.
Oga, 2-1. That game is certainly on, and we'll be giving you guys updates as it is. Killerfreak, someone is saying here, you are also a good commentator. Interesting. I guess you have many talents.
I mean, it looks like, well, I think I'm good at everything. I think I'm good at everything, to be honest. If you think I'm a good commentator, thank you very much, sir.
Nice. As Lumob's KK, it looks like he might get the third goal here. Oh,
3-2.
Esquisse, 3-2.
Amazing finish right there.
5 goals already in 20 minutes in that game.
OC, man, if you look at the way Faruk is defending the team press, man, you have to be doing the team press, especially against unpredictable attackers. You have to team press to help you, man.
You know the thing that is scary about playing a Faruk Manzo is that you could be playing a very good game and all of a sudden, just like I was saying he squeezes it past you.
Very unlucky, given the fact that Kingnonex has gotten so many opportunities.
Yeah.
And like I said, it only takes one.
Yeah.
And Faruk is going to bury it every single time.
I mean, right against the play, I mean, he's taking the momentum off Kingnonex. Listen, you might say this has been the second time Kingnonex has been unlucky, but Kingnonex was also one person who we always mentioned, Iron Slimer, had benefited from so many lucky situations.
Oh, yes, actually, yeah. Kingnonex has gotten a lot of luck towards his way, so it's just a part of the game. He has to keep the same tenacity. I mean, it's very important you have a coach next to you, man. Things like that really can get to you. But we do have Kingnonex on their attack. McTominay running straight through. Is he going to be able to?
Oh, there we go.
Game on. Kingnonex, stop.
This boy is fearless.
Wow, he's not respecting Faruk at all.
I love it.
Straight into the mix, man. 2-2. This is a very interesting match. Hopefully, it doesn't go the way it went like Tactical and Faruk runs away with it.
I mean, if this man was paying attention at all to what was happening in the game between Tactical and Mamzo, I think this would be an opportunity for him to, really take your advice and control the ball a little bit. We've seen what Mamzo can do, Faruk can do against momentum. This might be an opportunity for the man, as we got an update in the game between KK and Mr. Oga. Listen, first of all, before we go in anything further, the guys in the chat are really impressed by your commenting, and they say you probably have a career in casting too.
Hey guys, the FIFA scene isn't over yet, but we have Faruk. The Faruk. Well, I mean, this is where, like I say, coaches are very important. For example, it's 44th minute. Faruk is trying to speed the attack when you know it's going to be a +1.
Yeah.
And now Kingnonex has the last attack. Can we see something from him? Yuda's beautiful tackle right there. I mean, it looks like that's the end of the first half. What do you think about our first half, Manny?
I think this has been very good from Kingnonex.
Yep.
He has to be careful to going into the second half.
Yep.
Well, we're playing good against a Faruk Mamzo first half. It can lead you to become a little bit complacent in the second half. But this is the best time, just like you said, if he can hear you right now and take your advice, ensure that Faruk doesn't get the ball for the next 5 minutes. Potentially, that's the only way.
Absolutely. You do not want to start the second half with Faruk getting a goal or even 2 goals. I mean, wow, it's gonna be very bad for him. But based off the way he's playing, it looks like he doesn't need advice.
And well, let's see how that one pans out across the second half. All of the games today going crazy. Faruk Mamzo looks like a man on a mission, locked in. The man himself, Kingnonex, also knows how important it is to get this win. If he gets this one, it will potentially seal his place in next year's elite division. So both players playing for something today. Both players on a mission to get something out of this one.
I mean, I was reading some comments and people were saying that Faruk's games look tough. Tactical Guru, Kingnonex, and it's almost like they were saying, is he going to go unbeaten? Does he have that Adefola experience? And I'm saying, I mean, if he doesn't do it against Kingnonex, I have to step up. I have to step up, Manny.
Well, Mr. Oga getting another goal in that game against KK. 4 for that one currently is. We did talk about this for KK. The problem has not been scoring. It's been conceding a whole lot of goals. He's had 54 goals scored and the 65 goals conceded.
Would you like to do a little challenge with me right now? Predict the scoreline between the KK and Oga match.
Oh, right now?
Yes.
I think it's going to be like a 7-8.
Who's going to win?
KK.
You think he's going to win?
Yeah, the problem with Olga so far this year as Faruk Mamzo will be bearing down on goal again. Wow, Kingnonex very, very good with that defending. But the problem with Olga has been not being able to grind out results. He's played very well. He has dominated most games.
I mean, if you look at the attack again, you could tell you didn't want to pass the ball there. He had a runner right there. But if you look at Nonex's attack, it's so fluid in the triggered runs. Like, it's almost like he's not even thinking.
I mean, it's like he's on autopilot at times with what he is doing. And when he's on his day, he's very, very good.
Yeah, it looks like Faruk is even actually the one struggling more to connect in the attack. Nonex has about 4 or 5 numbers running forward at all times. But he wins the ball back there with Chawinga right now. Leonard Cow. Faruk, can he look for what he needs to secure 3-2 in this match? Cow, twisting, turning, Chawinga, Elastico. Oh, he's showing off now. He's getting into the groove. Verman, twisting and turning. Oh, beautiful defending again.
This is definitely the way to ensure that that man does not get into flow state.
Yeah,
it's always problematic. When he does,
it looks like that's offside. That might be offside.
It is not.
I knew it was offside. It was offside. You see, that's the FIFA knowledge.
Oh my! Oh my!
Yeah,
what a chance that was, though.
The funny thing is, I think if he was onside, he would have buried that.
That is insane.
Wow!
And everybody in the arena, even in the production, were on their feet for that chance. That was
all it
insane.
takes is one single moment in FC26 to change the whole momentum of the matches. And again, Osimhen on the run, McTominay on the run. Who are you going to track? Faruk Manzo. So many runners. Beautiful defending. Anticipates it perfectly.
Yeah, doing the job right when it needed to be done. The chats and the conversations with Faruk Mamzo this year, elite, especially after he came back from Ibutan and started off with a 5-over-5 win, was can he do another unbeaten? As we have another update in the game, KK on 5 goals now against Mr. August 4. The band match is on. We just started the second half, so there's still a whole lot more to play for us. Faruk Mamzo, he's in the danger zone. You know now. It looks like he's on.
This is a goal.
Mike
I thought it was the goal because I know Faruk and I thought he was going to do hit the low driven there.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah, but he went for the finesse. But I mean, he is top in the league, so what do I know?
It goes crazy in this one. Wow, the danger man for Faruk Mamzo.
Twisting, turning, McTominay, pass to Chawinga. Lovely. Oh, and he gives it straight back? No.
Okay, good clearance that was. Not the best of clearance, but it did the job.
Wow, I mean, the first half, I mean, it was very electric, but it came with goals.
Yeah.
It's 2-2, still 62nd minutes, and no one has actually scored.
I mean, there have been knocks on the door.
Yeah.
I think the next goal just probably unlock all of the goals. But for Kingnonex, this is a very, very good result as it stands.
I'm very, very impressed. Most of the matches by this time of the match, I think Faruk would have been cooking. He will have had at least 5 goals by now, but he's holding his own and he's still looking for the third goal right now. O'Reilly.
Wow. Well, as I was watching on this one, I have to pick your brain on something that's happening right now. There's a whole lot of conversations that have been happening lately. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Yeah.
The Abuja versus Lagos boys conversation.
Hey, money.
Well, I mean, you're
treading dangerous waters right there with that conversation.
Tell me, I have to pick your brain on this one as Faruk will be bearing down on goal. It looks like it's going to be a good position.
It's an amazing block. Amazing block from Jacoba Ramon. Funny enough, he doesn't have the plus. Wow. And he did that automatically. Wow. Come on, bro.
Nice.
Nonex, you have to score now if you want to remain in this game. You're on the counter with Domone. A triggered run to Sa.
He holds on to the ball. Can he get it?
Beautiful way and patience. The patience from Kingnonex in this attack is amazing.
I love what we are currently watching right now.
He's playing like he's played Faruk about 10 times already.
Listen.
Right? He knows what to do at every single situation right now. Turning with Yudas.
You know what I love? Players with personality.
Yep.
Players who stand up to be counted when it matters the most.
Osimhen.
The patience will nearly pay off.
Is he going to shoot and score? Buffon with a big save.
That was good.
That's a very big save from Buffon.
The other day, that was probably going between the goalkeepers.
I think if that was against me, my keeper is pushing it in the nets.
Oh,
another big save. I mean, you might look at all these chances and think, oh, these are clear-cut chances. And I think Kingnonex needs to convert one of them right now.
Ares understands what is going on right now. He says the defending, and he adds that fire.
Look at that trigger run. Oh, beautiful defending from Jacobo Ramon again.
From both players, Faruk Mamzo right now queuing a post. That tells you he has something up his sleeves. Every single time we've seen Faruk
gives
Mamzo,
the ball away right there. Pina. Now he's on the counter. Can he put Chawinga is on the run? She's gone. 1v1. Can you take him out?
Like that.
Well, now this defending is a masterclass.
Oh, from both players.
From both ends. It's a masterclass, to be honest. It's almost like they evenly match. Wow. Kingnonex, why was this against Killerfreak?
See, that's the thing. Sometimes you wonder what is going on. The game, you cannot script anything that's going on in here. This was probably what we expected from Tactical. And he started off so good,
Yeah.
but he capitulated in the second half. Now it does look like
I want you
Kingnonex
to look
has
at the
left.
left side of the pitch. Look
There's
at
a
that
runner?
left side. There's a big runner right there. Saw directional run.
Oh, he saw this one coming.
He predicted it.
He saw this one
I'm
coming.
telling you, it's almost like he's played Faruk about
My.
10 times. Wow, this is a very interesting match. I've never seen Faruk struggle to attack like this.
The question is, can he hold on for dear life? It is a great result for Kingnonex also, even if one
Rebound? Saw, twisting, turning.
we expecting
Faruk
the low
Manzo, I can see what you're cooking up right here. Claudia Pina turns and
Oh, finally!
This is why he's topping the league unbeaten right now. Wow.
Expecting the low driven, but I think he saw through that one.
Yep.
I was able to walk it
Wow.
around.
And the funny thing is, I don't think that's from Faruk. I think that's from the fact that Nonex made a mistake there.
Yeah.
He gave the ball away in a
In the
very dangerous
midfield,
area
you
right there.
shouldn't be doing that against someone like Faruk. And look at how he was patient
So
with this
quick to
one.
attack.
L1 stop.
Wow.
You know what the story is.
Doesn't even waste time. But I mean, 9 minutes off.
Yeah.
1 goal difference. What do you think this match is ending? Give me a score prediction.
For me, in this one,
Yep.
I think Nonex deserves something, even if it's 1 point.
It doesn't matter what he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, again, but like for me, I'm looking at this right now. There's a problem right now. There's a dilemma for Nonex. Should he throw every single thing at Faruk, or should he, hold on and wait for chances?
I mean, if I were
Chances going crazy.
if I were Nonex right now, do you know what I would do?
Tell me what you do.
I will attack like my life depends on it. You have to attack. What? 3-2? No. I think he deserves a goal. Come on, you were right. He does deserve a goal. I think he actually has played better in the second half of the game. So I mean, let's see how it shapes up, man. Interesting changes from both sides.
How many times have we seen matches and games where it looks like the opposition has played so very well against Faruk Mamzo in one half or across the game, and all of a sudden, against the run of play, Faruk Mamzo gets a goal, and it's like it's game over, the end of the story.
I mean, I want to say it's tournament experience, but it doesn't even look like it's tournament. Kingnonex is playing like he's been playing tournaments all his life, but this is where the mentality comes in. Are you thinking of, if I get a goal, I'll settle for the draw, or I'm going for the comeback 4-3? And I mean, Faruk is just not going to stop attacking. Directional run into the pass. Beautiful defending again. I mean, wow.
Decisions.
He's supposed to
Oh my goodness, the goalkeeper loses that one. As we might get another update in the game between Olga and KK. I was expecting that one to finish 7-5.
Chawinga. Oh,
He
beautiful
gets
goal
that
from
one
KK
from
right
KK.
there. Wow.
Well, I expected that one to finish probably 7-6, 7-5. It looks like we are on board
Look
for
at
that
the
one to
runners
happen.
again. Oh, Nonex, he turned back there, but he had about 4 players running at the same time for him.
It looks like he's losing the ball a little bit now in midfield. He has to be very careful.
This is where you start panicking. I
The
mean,
nerves potentially coming to play.
Yep. I mean, against Faruk Manzo, how can you not panic? Wow. Like, I mean, 3-2 after missing so many chances. Can he create one more beautiful body off the ball right there? Is he going to go for the counter?
Well, I think he is. He potentially setting himself up.
Look at the run on the right side.
Another goal.
The run is still there.
This.
Marks it perfectly. Switches lanes. Gallagher, Pina, into Yates. Is he going to find the goal right here? Faruk Manzo.
So many things happening across that goal mouth. And Faruk having to recycle a little bit to create space. Now, here's Chawinga. Come back.
Oh my God. Wow. And it's funny because the player that he shot with has no shooting traits. I'm not surprised the keeper actually.
It didn't go in?
Yeah, that's not a big surprise to be honest. But did you see that first time pass to the CM right there?
Yes, that was incredible. This man every day keeps giving us reasons. Again, it looks like Faruk now potentially going back to the ball management. We saw that against Tactical. Once Tactical went up 6.
I predict Kingnonex is going to come back 3-3.
You think it's going to be 3?
I feel like if he wins the ball, the next attack is a goal.
Oh, it depends on what happens. 88 minutes.
I just have that feeling. It's just a killer freak feeling that we have here. But we have Kingnonex on the last attack of the game.
Bullied off that one.
Yeah.
You know, he potentially would just take this one
I still think he has one more chance. I don't think he should give up right here. 89th minutes expected +2 from EA Sports. Yates, Gallagher, Carl. Oh, he's going to hold on to the ball. This is where the experience comes in. Yeah. I mean, this might be game. Yep, +1. Yep, this game.
This is it.
This is the end of the
ball back to goalkeeper, and that
press the keeper, Kingnonex. Press the keeper. You have to press the keeper. Nah, that was a beautiful game. That was a beautiful game.
Potentially one of the best games. I mean, you know, the thing about the elite division is every single time we've been here, we see a game that's so good. We say this is the best game we have seen so far.
Yeah.
And another one comes up.
Yeah.
And another one comes up. And now Faruk Mamzo
and his opponent, Kingnonex, giving us a mouth-watering affair. The game between KK and Mr. Oga is still going on. Faruk Mamzo, all smiles and all dance there. Kingnonex though, what a game.
I mean, yeah,
what a story.
You can see Faruk celebrating, but I know deep inside he is relieved.
That one did.
Wow, that was the closest match he's had so far. If you think about the 3-2 scoreline, he hasn't had that yet.
I mean, the game with Guru
and also Mitch. The
one with Mitch also.
True,
very cool. Well, 6-5. I'm almost there.
No, you're not winning this.
One goal from
KK. Amani.
Was it 8-7 or 6-7?
You said 8-7.
Okay. Cool. Well, I was expecting this one to be a very tight affair.
Gives the ball away. KK. Is he going to be able to defend this? Oh my, what are these? It's still on. These saves from the keepers today are amazing.
Listen,
Wow.
but if you're looking at
offside.
it again, I mean, that rebound was offside. If you're looking at this again, I think this has potentially, as you can see, even Yemi shocked at that miss. This has potentially summarized Mr. Oga in this competition. In fact, in the past few competitions, plays very good, but he's not able to get some of the results. Unlike someone like a Kingnonex, who we always say, even if he's not playing so good, he knows how to win. I think that potentially could be the difference between the guys that are potentially leaving the scene right now and the guys that are taking over. The tacticals, the gurus. On their bad days, on their good days, they know how to get some of these results.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Kike is going to run away with this one. It's already +1 and 6-5 to him. Yeah, I mean, last attack. Yeah, the game is done. Looks like Kike is going to go for the last attack right there. Fernandez bodies off the ball. And that should be game, match.
Game, set, and match. KK, three huge points right now. I tell you, with this one, he has potentially sealed his fate in the top 8. That man from Lumo Hubs, what a story. These two guys we just saw on the screen right now. I mean, we've heard about Faruk Mamzo. We've followed his journey right from when he was 16 down to this moment. But for someone like KK, a name we always used to hear in the past from so far away, but now he's on our screens every day. In the past years, what an inroad he's made. Kingnonex, of course, nobody knew him up until last year. And right now, he's shown all of Nigeria why he is in the elite division and why he is the Pro Leagues champion.
Yeah, I mean, Faruk is basically won the league with this win, guaranteed for sure. And he's going to be facing up against me next week. This is going to be a very interesting match. What do you think? Give me a score prediction.
For you and Faruk?
Yes. I need a score prediction.
Do you know what? I have to wait till next week so I can feel the thing.
Man, don't try and cop out of this.
No, I have to wait and feel the thing. Because listen, I'm going to be putting you on the spot a little bit. You know, I was going to do that early on. Abuja boys versus Lagos boys. So we're going back to that conversation. The top 4 from Abuja versus the top 4 from Lagos.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows the best player they have is Faruk Mamzo. So I mean,
also.
Come on, their best player is Faruk. Guru,
I mean, but like,
Guru, of course, Guru is a top player as well. But if you look at the stats in the league, Mitch and I beat Guru, and we are both Lagos boys. So I'll have Lagos for the win for sure. Like, no doubt.
I keep telling Slimo, he keeps doubting me. The Lagos boys have something cooking, and Adefola also. Let's not forget Adefola also in that mix. Potentially depends on who makes the top 4.
Adefola actually beat Guru as well. Interesting stats.
Okay, so you see, already the Lagos boys have beaten their second best. All right. Well, that one will be happening immediately after the elite division. Now, next week we still have a game for you. What will be your strategy? I mean, what will be your plan? Don't forget also, if you make it to the top 4, you're going all the way to represent Nigeria in the Nigeria versus Ghana version 2. Do you have revenge on your mind?
What is my game plan? I will not be telling you, Manny. Because the opponents are watching.
I like that.
I feel like my top 4 is going to be secured. I think I'm going to have a good match against Faruk, and I think I'm going to take the win there. I think hopefully I can get second place. If people are counting me out, but if I manage to get second place, you guys
that'll be a huge one. I like that. If he gets the win, everybody has to keep quiet, and as Davido will always say, you have to fame a little bit. Well, the story for today has been very, very interesting. All of the games we had on the broadcast, 4 games on the broadcast, and they were absolutely amazing. Kate Esports, Game Evolution Studios, giving you guys the absolute best. As you can see on your screen right now, if you want to keep following the competition as it is on, you have to go and get the Kate Esports app. Now, after this elite division, we have, of course, the Lagos boys versus Abuja boys. We have the Nigeria versus Ghana version 2, and then we'll start all over again. The Onile Esports tourney. We are across 20 local governments. We're going to be picking 20 players to come together and fight for one spot right in the Pro Leagues. The Onile tourney is happening later on this year. After that one, we'll have all of their guys go. The winner will go straight to Pro Leagues, and then we'll have the Challengers Cup
The Challengers Cup is an open type of play. We will have all of the players come together and fight for 8 spots. 8 spots to go all the way to the Pro Leagues, where we'll have the guys who are relegating right now from the Elite Division playing against the 8 guys who qualify from the Pro Leagues, and they're going to go against each other for the ultimate spots to make it to the Elite Division. What a story we've had. Guru, let's see. He's the one, the 3-way shotdown. I can tell you guys, Guru is the one topping the chat right now. Faruk Mamzo, Mitchell also. Well, Faruk Mamzo, first position, Mitchell, second position. Right now, Guru, third position. That's how the story looks right now. The craziness keeps going on week in, week out. This is the Elite Division. I tell you guys, I go back to that week 2 comment. I'm going to frame it and keep it in somewhere in my house. It did say, this is truly the elite level. What a story. What a story this one has been throughout today. That respect to the 3 guys we're seeing right now who have made it all the way right here to the top 3. As it currently stands right now, we have another week. On Saturday, you have to be here. We have to be following the action as it's happening live in the studios. Well, I tell you guys, every single time I get an opportunity to speak to a professional esports player, I am always excited because, of course, I didn't make it as a professional, but I have the opportunity to stand beside some of these guys. Faruk is in the building. Kingnonex is in the building. Guys, first of all, I mean, job done for today. What do you think?
I rigged him. I rigged him, bro. I rigged him. I know I rigged him.
You know, like it was rigged.
Meant to win the game, but you know, like the unbeaten buff.
Yeah.
As some people say, the controller buff.
It's helping.
So we got the win. That's all that matters, and we are 10 games undefeated.
Nice. Kingnonex, I'm going to be asking you. The conversation I and Slimo have had mostly on stream is that you have found a way to always be lucky in situations where, even though the game is not going your way, you find those lucky goals from somewhere. Yeah. How do you feel now when you experience 2 unlucky goals against Faruk Mamzo?
It was heartbreaking. Man.
It was heartbreaking.
Because I thought I had that game. I was playing so well.
You were playing so well, absolutely. But Killerfreak was so impressed by watching, because I have Killerfreak, we're on duty, talking about your game, dissecting it, and we saw how good that game was. But it just felt like it ran away from you for a little bit, and that was the end.
Well, this guy is not easy to play. But I tried my best, and I just had to have just a little more composure, and I actually had that game. Because there were some chances I rushed. I could have just taken it easy, and maybe the game would have just favored me more. But GG's, that's something I need to work on.
Okay, I love the respect shown by both players in the studio. But I'm going to ask you guys something that the chat was mentioning earlier on. What happened to the head warmer? Even your headsets went up at some point in time.
You know, I was like, I'm gonna come to the game, vibing, you know.
Yeah, and then you first 10 minutes.
First 10 minutes, bro. I think I was feeling like Anders. No way, that has to come up, bro.
Headset had to come up.
Had to come up, so it came up. And
chat said this one not pass headset and head warmer and headset.
It was easy, man. It was
easy. Kingnonex, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. When you won the Pro Leagues, it did feel like it was a little bit easy for you. Well, it wasn't easy because we saw all of the stories, the 7 weeks, 8 weeks of consistency, but coming into the Elite Division, did you expect the level of opposition that you faced? Do you think this is the toughest one you've played in so far?
Yeah, this is 13 of the country's best players.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be the toughest tournament you see in Nigeria right now. So yeah, I was expecting it to be very tough, and it didn't disappoint. Everybody came with their A game.
I like that.
So yeah, it's actually a very, very nice experience. So hopefully next year I'm coming for the win, so don't be smiling too much, Manzo.
Okay. Well, you still have a whole lot of job to do. KK found a win, so potentially he could be leapfrogging you a little bit and leaving you on 8th position. I mean, you still have, I think, 1 or 2 more games left to play. We're going to be finding the leaderboard later today, and we'll be dissecting all of that. But with some games still left, what is your strategy? I mean, if you lose it all and drop down to the Pro Leagues, it potentially could not be the best result for you. What's your strategy of maintaining this top 8 position?
Well, I think right now I'm on 7th, above KK, but I have 2 more games, and I have to win those 2 more games.
Okay, they are must-win games.
Yeah, they are must-win games. For me to think I can actually still make that top 4. It depends on how the game goes between the Mitch and the Baji. So if I can win my 2 games, then yeah, but I have to win those 2 games. That is a must-win game.
Well, we have the power rankings on the screen right now. The man of the moment, the one I have in the studio, the OAS sports athlete, Faruk Mamzo, powering the line with 28 points, untouched at the top, 5 straight wins to open the season. That's how you started this one out. And Mito behind you, just behind you, with 22 points. Guru also, the second man, the man from Abuja, with 22 points. Killerfreak, found a way to get himself in that top 4 position, even though after that first 4 losses, everybody counted him out. And then Badji making up that top 5 with 18 points. I mean, at some point in time, we expected it was Badji was going to run away with this one. The question was, can he beat you and potentially make it an unbeaten season for himself?
When I was in Morocco, I was watching the games in Morocco. I was like, Badji's cooking everyone.
Yeah.
He played John. He beat John. I was like, yo,
this is serious.
Then I came back and suddenly he started dropping points. That he played 4 matches. He didn't win like one, so he dropped him down to the table. But I played Badji, I think, on Saturday, and I played John on Sunday, I think. So that'll be a fun one, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Both players will be looking to pick points off you. Of course, they have the top 4 to make. Everybody will be looking at, you know what, let's see if you can break that unbeaten streak. Let's see if you can ensure that this man doesn't get that unbeaten streak. For you, what do you think they are going to find when they come knocking at the King's door?
I mean, I'm not particularly happy about how I played today. So, you know, I'm going to go back to the drawing board and make sure I'm at the best for like the last game week, and I'm going to be winning 2 out of 2 games in the last game week. You ready here first?
All right. Well, listen, it's interesting to me hearing the fact that you said you're not particularly happy with the way you played, even though you picked up maximum points today against 2 opponents who everybody was looking at, you know what, if Faruk can come out of today with maximum points, that would be something, because the guys you played today are guys who are very hungry, younger guys.
Yeah.
2 years ago, nobody really knew Tactical and Kingnonex. All of a sudden, they're at the highest levels of esports in Nigeria.
Yeah, they came from Div 2. I mean, I watched Div 2 a bit. I saw them blasting everyone. So coming to this Div 1, I knew they were gonna be a good match. I obviously played Kingnonex in the final last year. It was a 95 rated final, and Kingnonex beat me in the final. So coming to it, I knew he was a very good player, and I had to get my get back today.
Yeah, so this was revenge.
It was revenge.
Kingnonex. How does that feel now? Finally, he was able to get his lick back a little bit.
Lucky revenge, though.
Well, that's the story. It keeps getting better every day and every time. I have to tell you though, when you were in Morocco, everybody in the chat, they were really saying your name. They were singing your praise. They were like, you know what, Faruk is going to come and cook everybody. So what was the message to the fans that have supported you right from when you were not here down to this moment?
Nah, like I was seeing the chat when I was in Morocco, like I think I have like the best community in Nigeria. And everyone is so supportive of me, and everyone believes in me, not only to go and win this league, but to make history in Nigeria by going to the Esports World Cup and performing well. So I wish to repay them back with a very good performance, and I appreciate everyone that supports me, man. Shout out Arif, Sultan, and the Abuja boys. We are going to bring the Abuja vs Lagos home. So, you know, everyone that has been supporting me, friends, family, I love you guys.
Wow. Okay, so I like the fact that you just mentioned it, because John just said something before you came up. John was saying that, you know, of course, in Abuja, you are the best player right now. The second best potentially is Guru, with everything he has done in the past 6 months at the Cade Esports tournament.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, the Lagos boys insist that they are all beating Guru. Who else are you going to bring into the conversation? John beats Guru, Mitchell beats Guru, Adefola beats Guru. And that's for Abuja versus Lagos boys happening later on today. Who else are you bringing?
Is Badji not playing?
Badji should play if he makes the top for him.
I think Guru picked Badji, you know. So, you know.
So that's 3-1.
Yeah, except Guru, there are a lot of good players in Nigeria. Obviously, Arif coming from the UK yesterday. They're very good guys. It's grinded with the UK guys, the UK pros. He's played all the top known pros, and you know, I expect Arif to get decent points from the Lagos boys as well.
Well. So now I was telling Sly last week. And I don't like the fact that you are going to bring people from outside the country. Because, I mean, we could have gone to bring Okoye back. We could have gone to bring our Rogues back. You know all the people that are left. I mean, Rufine.
Yeah.
We could have gone to bring all of these people. But we are bringing the people that are currently in Lagos. Why is Abuja bringing people from outside? Mercenaries. Why are you guys bringing mercenaries?
First of all, when you're an Abuja guy,
I don't know. I don't.
Where did you come from?
Abuja.
Guys, he left Abuja and he's respecting us like this. So, you know.
Who else is coming?
Arif, I think we're hosting a private tournament to
find out who's going to make it.
Coming. But we have Ibro.
So we finally get to see Ibro.
At the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah,
very good player, you know. Ibro is coming, and a lot of good players as well. And the mix, so Lagos should watch out for Abuja.
Do you know what's interesting? Let me tell you something. 3 years ago, I was in Abuja, and I was somewhere, and they were like, okay, you know what? Mani plays FC when I was playing very actively, and it was like, you know, there's a guy. And somebody mentioned Ibro. So now I didn't know who Ibro was, but we didn't end up meeting each other to play. Yeah. So now I'm hearing Ibro. I was like, oh well, I escaped a torrid beating potentially.
You did.
Well. Interesting stuff from that man himself. Well, Fixed match day 7 results are out. I can tell you guys what it is. Killerfreak started this one out with Guru 6-1, and Adefola lost to Killerfreak after that game 4-3. But Wolevation and Mr. Oga played out a 6-all draw, while Faruk and Tactical gave us a 14-goal masterclass. 8-6, that's what that one ended. While Kingnonex powered through the game versus KK, that one ended 6-1. Anife and Wolevation played out a 7-5 win. Anife finding a very hard-fought win, not something he has seen consistently throughout the elite division. He was able to find 3 points from that one, while Faruk, in the last game we just saw on the primary broadcast, beat Kingnonex by 3 goals to 2. KK and Mr. Oga 6-5. That's what that one ended. KK getting maximum points from that game.
Well, it's been a joy to watch every single game go down, especially that final game, and I totally enjoyed that one. At the edge of my seat till the very final whistle went. Congratulations to both of the competitors. They gave us a great show to look at, and I believe we get to see what the table looks like for our final message of the show. Well, with everything happening, Faruk Manzo keeps the unbeaten streak alive. I believe that's 23 games in the National Esoccer League where he hasn't had a single loss. That takes him up to 28 points plus 33 goal difference. That goal difference is very, very strong. So mathematically, it looks like he might be in pole position, but there could be conversations for next week. We'll see how it goes. Mitch currently in second place, 11 games, 22 points. Guru, 11 games, 22 points. Killerfreak, same number of games on 21. Budget Junior with just 10 games played. If he wins his 2 games, will cause problems. Right now, the top 4 battle as tight as ever. Kingnonex, after losing this game, now makes things a bit more interesting for guys like Tactical and Killerfreak. So the first half of the table absolutely looking juicy.
Very, very juicy indeed. In the 8th position right now is KK. He's played 11 games and he has 16 points. As it stands, it does seem like he has sealed his fate, while Adefola might not be might be following us to the Pro Leagues next season. Adefola on 12 points after 11 games played. Wolevation, an amazing game he had, but unfortunately just couldn't make the cuts. What an amazing season that man has had at the very, very top. 8 points from 11 games, while Mr. Oga and Anife are both on 7 points after 11 and 10 games respectively. Dada Boy, after 11 games played, has 4 points. That's what the leaderboard currently looks like at the moment. We still have 1 more week to go down, where we'll be giving you guys the very, very best. I tell you guys, next week is going to be the ultimate one. Next week we're going to be wrapping up the story, going to who's going to be the winner, who is going to go and represent Nigeria in the Ghana versus Nigeria versus 2, who's going to be going home. Like, the conversations for next week is just a whole lot.
It's piling up, and the stories keep writing themselves. And just like how we like it here at the KD Sports National Esoccer League, it's certainly been a blast for the last couple of weeks. But it all comes down to this: the moment to crown a champion.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the coronation will come on live next week, Saturday. Make sure to be there. You cannot afford to miss at all. Manny and I will certainly be present here in the studio. Look, if you want to be here at the studio, I mean, we are here in Lagos, Nigeria. I believe Fola Agoro Street. I'm now remembering the address. Be here as well to enjoy all of the action and, of course, the coronation. Who makes top 4? Who makes top 8? All of the conversations will be settled on the final day, Saturday, 10 a.m. That is how the action will conclude. For myself, everybody in the studio, everybody who's been playing, we'd like to say a massive thank you to everybody who's commented, liked, shared, predicted, everything you guys do to support. I mean, we do not take it for granted at all. And I mean, we hope to see you guys there for the coronation next week, Saturday. Certainly supposed to be a blast.
Yeah.
Manny, any last few words before we sign off?
Well, we do always say the bottom part is always the sweetest. So like I said, everything else, but for all the guys who have been staying with us from the very first week, come on next week Saturday for the bottom part. It will be shared live on YouTube at the Kate Esports YouTube channel. Don't miss out. Don't tell anybody. Stay here and watch the coronation moment, and also who is going to be finishing in all of the positions lastly next week. Stay safe from all of us at the team. We love you guys. Hope you guys join us next week. The action continues. Kate Esports Elite Division is on its match.
Well, certainly, and that's how we'll wrap up the broadcast for today. An absolute pleasure giving you guys. We'll see you next week, 10 a.m. GMT. WAT, we give you the final action. See you.